Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. This is the 9th session of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition DragonLance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign actual player live play. It is Braca, Youth Green the 15th, and my name is Adam. Now, I'd like to take a moment before we start and thank the members of this channel and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below, and always remind you that you can always pick up DragonLance gaming materials by using the affiliate links in the description below as well. So last time on Shadow of the Dragon Queen, Ulrich became a pawn for Chislev's wrath, but it incapacitated him as Raven Uthvogler and her militia captured Wheelwatch Outpost. Sven turned against the Dragon Armies, but has struggled to convince the Alliance forces of his loyalty. After the slain heroes are mourned, the heroes returned to Kalaman, only to find Kalaman forces split on two separate fields of battle, one led by Marshal Vendry and the other Lord Baccharis. Each had fallen into Dragon Armies' traps. Baccharis the Younger is missing from the Battle at Steel Springs retreat, and no word is yet returned from the Dareguard Mountains. As the heroes return from Steel Springs, they find Kalaman on lockdown. Apparently, a unit of Solamnic knights had arrived, and with no forces available to defend Kalaman, the city was locked down for its own protection. The knights have engaged Kalaman's governing body in a discussion, and as the heroes advance to the meeting room, they discover the Solamnic Knight guards are actually wights. We pick up today's session in the immediate aftermath of that battle, and before we do, can I have each of the players here introduce their characters? Let's start with Sven.
Sven, level 6 Barbarian, Dwarven Barbarian.
You should be 5th. Everyone should be
5th. I apologize. Level 5 Dwarven Barbarian.
Let's see, Torgan.
I'm Torgan Brawnanvil. I'm a level 5 Cleric Dwarf. After hearing the calling of Reorcs, I have found myself in the city of Kalaman, where I'm tending the wounded and generally trying to just discover what my purpose is, that the universe is directing me here. There's obviously some reason and something I have to fulfill. We will find out what that is.
Yeah. Janek.
Janek, street urchin. No particular background to have a last name. After the Dragon Army destroyed my hometown, I made my way to Kalaman with some other street urchins and have kind of just been living on the street, and was joined the resistance to fight the Dragon Army.
Pann?
My name's Derek. I'll be playing Pann, Leaflifter. He is a Kender, a handler. He touches everything if he can. He also is very short in stature, but his stories are very great indeed. So
Nice. So today we are missing Arjan and Clareton. Both of them were in this battle with these wights, and ultimately their fear for their friend Ulrich has overcome their desire to do anything else with wights in the capital, and with Ulrich sort of out of sorts. They rush up to check on him as the heroes continue their exploration here. And this is where, Torgan, you are encountered by Arjan, this human fighter who's coming up just battle-scarred and bloody. Running up, and behind him is another cleric, and they rush in. Ulrich, is he okay? Who are you?
I'm just working here. He's fine. He's being treated. We're
the governing body, there's something wrong. There's a bunch of undead down there. While we keep an eye on Ulrich here, can you please go down there and take care of... there's other heroes down there with us, our companions. Could you please just go assist them while we watch over Ulrich?
Of course. So gather up my supplies, medical supplies, start making my way there.
Okay. So a little ham-fisted to get you where we need to get you.
It's like, plot hole, jump in, let's go.
That's what we got for today. Okay, so you guys were in the courtyard. Inside the actual castle itself is a small hallway before you actually get to the governing body's council chamber. So in the hallway, what do you guys want to, or right outside the doorway, what do you guys want to do? You see the two horses are still just sort of standing there.
Well, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. to say the least. I think we should start getting ready to head down and clear out the.
Did that armor just fall apart? What was that?
I start looking inside the armor, just like, and see if I can put my head inside of it.
It smells wretched. Just the worst.
Wow! How could those guys stay in these things? Oh! I take a piece of it and put it in one of my bags.
Oh, gross. Okay. You got a nice
I'm
funky.
expect a little bit because we thought those were actually human soldiers and they turned out to be something else.
Yeah. So the armor itself is all rusted and worn. Give me a perception check, please. Let's see how much info you got.
And we're still injured from our last fight, right?
Yeah. This is literally seconds right after that.
Okay.
16?
13.
7.
16. Okay, so as you're inspecting this armor, it definitely looks like it was Solamnic Knight armor. That was real. It is sort of tarnished and old, and now it's even, cut up and beaten by your guys' attack. So other than that, it looks like it's been around for hundreds of years, and it hasn't really been taken care of in that time.
What are the horses? Because they were on top of those horses, and those horses that seemed like they didn't put up any fight to have such weird beings on top of them, mounted on.
So exposure and training, you can pretty much have horses do anything you want, within reason. I mean, they'll jump off cliffs and swim and stuff if you train them. So it's not strange that these warriors had trained horses that were used to battle and just stood still. Now that the warriors are gone, you're sort of looking at this where, you guys can try to take the horses and put them in the stables, or if you just have a sense of urgency, because clearly this group of Solamnic Knights that went in to talk to the governing council were not real Solamnic Knights, or if they were real Solamnic Knights, they're not good Solamnic Knights. So you should have a sense of urgency at this moment with, what just happened.
Okay.
And this is the point.
I can't find their strings, guys. I don't know how they moved if they were just skeletons. They had no meat on them. There's nothing inside. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, and look, and this right here, I think this is brand new. I think that maybe this knight went and got this like at one of the metal shops. I don't know.
Torgan,
what do you think?
You enter the courtyard and you see this.
Okay, and I'm sort of puffing up my bag. Oh, hey, there's injured here. People that need help. I stop and I look across, just a bit stunned. You have a Theor with you? What is this?
What does he look like?
Just glance over at the Sven. Just
I kind of take
sort of take him in, get a bit edgy on it, going.
Not too impressed. Not too happy that you're around.
There could be only one dwarf.
Yes.
Can you?
I'm the token dwarf for this adventure.
Can you describe what you look like, Torgan?
So I'm not wearing armor or anything. Sort of, rather I'm just various rags because I've lived the hermit's life over last decade or so. I've got the call. I made my way there. So basically everything's free utilities. I've got pouches hanging off me. I've got a carry bag. I've basically dedicated my life to healing. I do have a battle axe, but that's just slung across my back because that's tradition. It's barely been out of its holster. Kind of disheveled, but I don't look as a wastrel. You know what I mean? I've got a glint in my eye. I know what I'm about. Mm-hmm. There's a piece about me. I'm dedicated to what I'm doing.
So just glancing over your character sheet, it is showing that you have chainmail and you have shield and warhammer. So just keep in mind when we get into combat, if you're not wearing your chainmail now, you should probably get it on.
God damn it.
We can hear you. Dana.
Sorry.
It's okay. As long as we can hear you, that's the most important part.
That'll be with my traveling pack, but obviously I've stopped here to heal people, so I'm like just everything's free utility, for healing, so everything just sort of dressed that way at the moment.
Okay. Well, let's get a quick view of what you're seeing. So you're looking at across a courtyard that enters into Castle Kalaman. On one end of it, the far end, there's ramps going into the castle proper where you know all of the council rooms and you know, war council areas are, living quarters and such. Leading up to those steps, you see two heavily armored horses, and between them, you see the Sven, the Thewar dwarf, you see Pann, the Kender, and you see Janek, the human. Can you guys describe quickly what you look like so we can get a good understanding? Sven, what do you look like?
Your typical dwarven barbarian, just not much clothing. So I got my weapons behind my back, belt, just your typical garments that cover certain areas with some sturdy boots. That's about it.
Nice. You doing the Red Hot Chili Peppers just wearing a sock? Maybe?
Sure.
No? All right.
No socks, but enough of keep those areas protected.
Yeah. All right. Respect it. All right. So, Janet, can you explain what you look like real quick?
Yeah, kind of typical human, not a ton of distinguishing features. Brown hair, brown eyes. Equipment looks very cobbled together, so I am wearing studded leather, but it looks like it's kind of been cobbled together from a bunch of different pieces. Young, so it, you know, between 17 and 20. And yeah, that's
okay. And Pann, what do you look like?
About 3'5", very childlike looking, pointy ears, top knot, definitely brown hair, blue eyes, and kind of a very wondrous, like always looking around, and everything is always distracting him. It's like if he was one of those dogs in that movie Up, he's constantly going squirrel all the time. Very easily distracted, and he seems to wear his clothes. He likes colorful clothes, so he wears greens, browns, and blues with a little bit of white here and there. But it looks like his armor has been sewn together from several different pieces that weren't all the same piece of leather armor. So it's like it's whatever he could work together. But his pouches basically jingle and jangle all over him, and he has a whoopik, which he proudly holds. But currently, where he got injured from the Death Knight, he does seem to have an injury that. I don't know what it looks like. I wouldn't, because it did some sort of level drain, right, or something.
Yeah. I mean, this tissue around the wound itself is like all blackened and sort of like charred back. It looks pretty bad. Yeah,
Looks wondrous, but still, he's in pain. You can tell he's in pain, but he still seems childlike.
Awesome. All right.
So I'm just seeing the side of the horses. I'm just, like I said, I'm taken aback. Stunned slightly, so...
And you see two piles of armor, of ancient armor on the ground.
Yep, and obviously I'm looking for people who are injured. Mm-hmm. But they did kind of, I need something back here to see where we're going.
Yeah. All right, so you guys see him run up. He makes a comment about Sven. Sven makes a comment back. What's the plan? What are you doing?
Does he have a medallion around his neck?
Usually clerics do. This is sort of your choice on how you have your holy medallion. But Torgan?
Yeah, it's always on me. Like I said, I'm not in traveling clothes like full chainmail or anything because I've set up here. I've been healing, for weeks straight now. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, everything's just for that task on me, but the medallion's always visible.
Yeah. So yes, he does have a medallion. I would need you to roll a religion check to see if you recognize a symbol on it.
You have something like Claritin.
Calm yourself, young Kender. Oh, hold on.
Can you make things fly across the sky?
Whoa, calm, friend. What happened? I started looking at your shoulder.
Oh, well, my friends and I, we came in here, and these big giant knights who wouldn't let us by, we decided we were trying to get by, but they wouldn't let us by, so they decided to turn it into skeletons, and then they tried to touch me, and they really made it hurt. But you know what? The one thing that was really cool is once we hit them enough, they fell down, and their bodies vanished, and there's nothing inside, but it smells really bad in that armor. I mean, it's really bad in there. I don't know how they could tolerate it. It was really, really, really bad.
Well, you're a brave man. May I help you? I sort of guide him over to the edge. I take him a set of steps.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll try and get him to sit on the step just to have a look at that wound.
Okay. As you're looking at it, it does not look natural at all. There's something vile about it that comes from some evil, unnatural source. But it's not something that can be actually healed. It's something that needs time in order to be getting over. So essentially, in games terms, he needs a short rest, or I can't remember if it's a short or long rest, in order to get over it. But it's like a level drain, basically. It just drained his hit points.
So it's not infected or anything?
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, with a little bit of tending on your part, you can make sure that it doesn't continue to get any worse. And
for the purpose of giving comfort, pain relief,
yeah,
even though in game it's not going to make much of a difference, can at least start tending, and then we'll just go through the motions even.
Yeah, as you're looking through your
friend,
med
sounds
pack,
like you've had a bit of an ordeal. Battling the forces of evil is never good. All those who stand up have to be commended. Let me at least try and take some of your pain away, and then we'll look at getting you some rest, and then I can maybe look at your friends and I sort of glance over. Questioningly.
Oh, thank you. And while he's doing that,
when I say friends, so I glance over the group, sort of questioningly, as if, are you together? Are you what? I don't know the story, so.
But just so you know, while he's doing that, I mean, not because intentionally, he's going through your bags or what do you have on you.
Yeah.
It's not because it's nothing personal. It's just his curiosity.
Well, first
do
of all,
I need to roll anything to do a check to see what he has?
So you'll find herbs and poultices and
your
bandages.
Your med pack is currently in the Kender's possession. When you go to look for it, he's like actively handling different.
Sorry, young man. Can I borrow that?
Where am I in all of this?
You're nearby, just watching.
Yeah.
Just I'm watching these two go. Just
now, let's keep in mind that you guys came in here to find those Knights of Solamnia. You see two that were standing guard, and the rest were supposed to be in a council room talking with the governing body of the city. So there should be a sense of urgency here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna gently grab the little one, get him off with the dwarf as I glare at him, trying to figure him out. Where did he come from, and why is he even here?
Right.
And turn to Dana. To Dana's and go, guys. We probably should worry about this later. Let's start heading down to the areas that we need to be to clear to find out what's going on.
Has anyone else got any noticeable injuries that I'm gonna see immediately?
No, I mean it looks like they've been through a lot of battle recently. Not just this one encounter, but these are people who are acting as this dwarf isn't, but actually none of these people are acting as anything for the city. They just sort of showed up with the other people that were acting. So you don't really know anything about them, actually.
Okay.
They're going to go on. I'm going to obviously go and look for more injured because that's what I was sent down for.
Are you guys going to tell him what's going on?
Yeah. I'll let the Kender speak on our behalf. He seems pretty descriptive in his own little way.
Well, we saw a flying dragon. It was huge. It was giant, and it was holding someone hit by lightning, and it basically made a god go, ooh. And then my friend over here is an archmage right here, and she is just amazing. She made
not an archmage. No. So I just can do some tricks sometimes. No.
Oh, I thought she's part of the high tower of high sorcery.
No.
Oh,
don't bring them into this. Don't bring them.
Oh, and then Claritin clears my sinuses sometimes. I don't know how he does it, but I just walk around. I just all of a sudden can breathe better. And then I don't know. And I bet my good friend Flannel. We were best friends. He's the longest friend I've ever had. He's so great. And I met some other friends, but they were kind of mean. They kind of put me inside a jail cell. But then they fed me still. But I think they kind of liked me. And then after that, we all went on a party.
These knights were here. They're not real knights. We need to stop them. They're going to do something bad to the council. Can you come with us?
Oh, yeah.
Good dwarf.
Of course. I'm here
I
to
don't know
help.
what happened to these knights. Apparently, they're undead. A cleric would be really helpful right now.
I kind of give him that up and down look. I don't like him for who he is. but we can use your help for now, and then we can talk. We can talk later on why you're here. Can you help us
Are you
out?
asking me why I'm here?
I'm sorry. What?
Are you asking me directly in character?
Yes.
All right. I'm following Reorx's calling. Reorx came to me and told me to be here. I had a mission. I've to help. Why else would I be here?
So nearly every
Calling,
dwarf,
sorry.
nearly every dwarf culturally still worshipped Reorx as their patron deity, even when the gods were completely absent. The dwarves still invoked his name. It's a cultural thing at this point. So you having him call up Reorx definitely makes a connection in your head. Like, okay, this is real dwarven. This is not some fake guy. Like,
Why are you here? You heard the same?
I'm here to defeat the Dragon Army.
Torgan, when you talk about Reorx, do you envision him as a big mighty fighter, or I like to envision him as a little baby Reorx, and like he's in swaddling clothes?
I gently put my hand around his mouth, and then I time you. That's enough.
Obviously, in my travel, my character has encountered Kender, so I'm not going to be immediately offended. Obviously, I'm coming into the populace as well. I've dealt with all sorts.
Yeah.
Reorx comes in many forms. It's what best resonates with you. He speaks to us in all guises. It's what we need to see sometimes.
As
It's
they're
not
talking
the norm.
to one another.
That's
I
great,
look at
that's
Dana's
great.
character. I go, where in general do you think we should be headed here? Have we been able to pick up any type of pattern or behavior, footsteps, or any direction where these may have came from?
All I know is my contact said these were not real Knights of Solamnia. Clearly they're not, because when we defeated them, they just disappeared. They were supposed to go talk to the council, so let's go talk to them. Or
Okay.
let's go see them. Let's see.
Let's head to the. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to. Who's all around and what's going on right now?
right
So
now
one
it's
of
just you guys.
Okay.
So they were blocking these stairs. Let's go up.
All right. Let's head up. I think probably before we do, probably warn the cleric on we fill him in on why we're here and why we need his help.
Okay.
So
there's imminent danger to the general city council, and that's what you guys are going to investigate.
so
Right. So obviously here or not, I'm on board.
okay.
No questions.
Ready. I did tell him, ask him, are you familiar with the undead?
I've seen some unnatural things over my travels. There's definitely a darkness. I can't put a word on it. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I can say that. Not direct. I haven't encountered anything directly, but.
Are you a light cleric? Sorry, out of character. What kind of cleric are you? What type of build are you?
Life domain.
Yep.
All right.
Like.
Yeah, so he is
Yeah,
definitely
good. Yeah,
So you can
able
really.
to deal with undead if he needs to.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So, would I be able to pick up on that and what his garb is and?
not
no,
right now
not with
because
that.
I've settled in here. I've got in the job, so I'm looking nothing like, anything official.
Yeah, I mean that's really meta anyway. Like characters wouldn't know that.
Okay.
Especially with
Okay.
the recent Return of the Gods, that's not something that people would understand.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Let's. Why don't we stealth on up? You
Okay.
two can stay in the back, or I could stealth.
My character's already gone up to the stairs because when they started talking about it, he just took off
Okay.
I'll let you
as
take.
quietly as possible.
Okay.
I'll be right behind him if I notice that he's heading up in that direction. I'm gonna.
Well, you didn't notice, but you do notice he's gone. So you guys, immediately start heading in that direction. So
Okay.
as you all near the chamber where the governor and city council are meeting with the Knights of Solamnia, the halls are empty. The council chamber's doors stand ajar, and its guard is absent. Though the room usually buzzes with conversation, everything is quiet. So you just see at the end of the hall, the door is ajar, and everything is shrouded in silence.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Appropriate with the shirt too. So what are you guys gonna do? Just go in?
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
Hello?
creep up
Hello?
to the door.
Hello?
Oh, never mind.
As you sneak up to the door, the Kender's like, "Hello, are you looking in? Are you standing outside the door? What are you doing?"
How much does he weigh?
Yep.
I was just trying to
Uh,
like sneak up to like peek through without being noticed, but well, that's blown.
about 50 pounds or so.
Probably just
Maybe.
pick you up, one hand, and just turn around and look at you.
I know. I didn't want to do anything. I promised. Shh.
What's funny is he's actually probably taller than you are. That's because you're a dwarf.
Yeah, maybe, huh? I forgot about that.
So you're like cinching your hand around his clothes and lifting him up.
Yeah, just pick him up, you know. I'm like, when it's dark and we creep up, your mouth is shut.
Okay, Sven. I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay. All right. Set him down so that he's quiet.
Right.
doing his moment. Let's like to get in there quietly. Probably the other dwarf is going to be clinging along here.
Are you putting on your armor at all, Torgan?
Well, I haven't had a minute to.
Okay.
Because we're still, we'll go to leave or travel, but
Right.
we haven't had time. I've just rushed up the hill.
Yeah,
And we
just make sure you uncheck your shield and armor and stuff so it adjusts your armor class in D&D Beyond
Right.
to what you actually are using right now. Okay, so you get up to the door. You guys are being pretty loud. On the other side, you hear this boisterous laughter that breaks through the silence. I can hear you over on the other side of the door. Why don't you come in and join us?
All right. Since our Elma surprise is out of the way here. Yeah, we probably should just proceed with caution. And wonder if
I want to take out my dagger and my short sword and just have them in my hands.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in a defensive posture too. Oh boy, there's dead people.
Dead things, Mikey. Dead things.
All right.
A scene of slaughter spills across the council chamber. Several guards wearing the colors of Kalaman's soldiers lie tangled amid skeletal remains in tarnished Solamnic armor. The bloody bodies of Kalaman's council members slump in high-backed chairs, and across the room's table, at a position of honor, opposite the door, Governor Calaf Miat's body is transfixed to his chair, a gleaming longsword piercing his chest. Next to the governor's body, a man in Solamnic armor rocks back in the chair. He props his booted feet on the table as he balances a scroll on his finger. Let me show you what he looks like before we get anywhere here. I'm just going to drag him onto the board here. So he's got that scroll in his hand, a very pleasant smile on his face. He looks like he may have some Ergothian descent, but he's definitely wearing Solamnic armor. And so he stands here staring at you. Do you guys enter or do you stand there before he addresses you?
Just stand there right there for now.
Okay. Noticing you, the knight stands, clears his throat, and bombastically declares, "Hail, friends, and fear not, your heroes have arrived. I, Knight Caradoc, bring word the Knights of Solamnia are at this very moment en route with all manner of pomp and mustache wax, and whatever else they bother with these days." He gestures at the corpses about the room. "Do try to contain yourselves better than this lot did."
I start to walk forward, just in awe. Just immediately start walking, like.
So this
Wow.
is Caradoc, just so you know. These are the council members around the table. They are all dead, slumped in their chairs. This is Calaf Miat, the governor. Here's some other. You see some guards strewn about the room, dead, with what look like skeletal remains of some other creatures. And of course, this is more people than are actually here, but I was just not knowing how many people we're going to be showing today. So just know that it is your characters at the very beginning of this entry point. So we see Pann start to move forward. Let's get on initiative at this point. So if you select your character on the table, on the Roll20 virtual tabletop, go to D&D Beyond and click your initiative. It'll auto roll it and add it. Okay, so I'm going to add this guy. All right, so we have Pann, we have Sven. I need Janek. What was yours?
16.
So let's add your turn.
Sorry, I had to
It's
switch
okay.
browsers for Roll20.
16. And then we have Torgan. So Torgan, what's your
15.
initiative?
15.
15. Okay, I'm going to sort this in descending order. And first is Caradoc. So Caradoc was just talking to you guys, just sort of being friendly, and he's just standing right next to Governor's body. Pann's turn. You move forward. You can finish your total move or do whatever you'd like at this point.
So I start walking forward, going after I somehow got out of, I guess, Sven's grasp. Or do I have to roll to get out of Sven's grasp?
No, I mean, he didn't roll to grab you, so unless we're gonna...
So I go, you're our friend? Then why is everyone dead?
I'm as friendly as you want me to be, little man. What are you, anyway, a child? I can't tell from this distance.
Called you a little.
I'm a little like, I'm actually like 30 years old. That's not kind to say, assume I'm a child.
Well, I do apologize. Again, from this distance, you look like a young little boy. I see you're with some dwarves. That's a surprising group to be running with. A bunch of dwarves with a child. Are they pedos?
Don't know what that means, but what's that scroll?
It's like, this would be none of your business. This is for the council. It appears they are, well, indisposed at the moment.
Okay, so I stopped there. I think that's more than enough time for my turn.
Okay. Janek, what do you do?
You killed them all.
Oh, it wasn't all me. Let's not get dramatic.
You're not a knight of Solamnia. What are you?
Oh, I am most definitely a knight of Solamnia. I am Caradoc.
Then
So
why did
anyone
you
who
kill
has a
them?
proficiency in history, is there anyone with that?
Yep.
Nope.
If you're proficient in history, give me a history roll, please.
Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it.
22.
Oh,
Wow.
That,
So just because you were raised in Kaolin, which is an annexed nation of hill dwarves south of Solamnia, you recall that there was a name of Caradoc in history that was in fact a knight of the Order of the Rose, but that Caradoc died during the Cataclysm.
strange. Caradoc, you say?
That's right.
Oh, well, I must say you're living a very long and very healthy life, almost unnaturally so, if I may be so bold.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. Caradoc isn't such an uncommon name. But hold on.
Yeah, it
before
sounds
you-
like a carrot
Exactly.
that like landed on a dog.
Hold on, guys. Torgan, before you move, I need Janek to
Sorry.
finish your turn. It's okay.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, I was
Janek,
just trying
what were you
to
gonna
grab
do?
hold of my character while I was talking.
So
So,
I moved up.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's the only one in the room, Caradoc, or are there
He's the only
other knights?
living thing in the room. Yeah, I mean, like everything else is literally on the ground, bloody and cut up and stuff. So
who's that next to me?
So next to you, right in front of you, is Sven.
And
And then
Was he-
Ulrich's actually not there, so I'm going to move him over here. Clariton's not there, I'm going to move him. Arjan's not here, so I'll move these guys over. So really, it's just you and Arjan back next to the door, and Janek and Pann are up a little bit closer to the table.
I sort of lean over to Sven and whisper, well, what's going on? Something's unnatural here. This isn't right.
Go ahead, Janek.
She'd be dead.
You killed everybody. You're no knight, and I'm gonna shoot him with firebolt.
Okay.
I'm nodding with you as you're leading into me and talking to me. I'm starting to pick that up too as well. That this guy's not who he's.
Oh, I probably missed.
What did you roll?
8 to hit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it in Roll20, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, 8. You throw your magic out. Can I get a wild magic check on you?
Yeah.
And it just goes wild. It goes sort of out of the way, and he sort of looks at it. He's like, "Well, I didn't expect you to be a mage. No wonder you don't trust us knights. But I do have to say, we have more reason to distrust you than you have of us. But attacking is no reason to, or seeing a bunch of dead people is no reason to get all aggressive with me. I've done nothing but try to deliver this message." Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm just shaking my head. I don't believe him. My wild magic check was fine.
Good. Okay, Torgan, you're up.
Right. I think we're not going to bother around any preamble. We're just going for it. Yeah. Is that the sort of consensus here?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just attacked him, so clearly
You did see her like throw magic, which again is something not entirely common in this era.
See, Archmage! Archmage!
I knew she was in a torture.
I'm not an archmage.
I'm going to slightly move to the side of Sven to get a clear shot, and then I'm going to have a go with this guiding bolt.
Can you read that to me, please? What does that do?
Guiding bolt, first level cleric, 120 feet, plus 6 damage, 46 damage.
So on a hit, it's a magical cast. So just give me a roll to attack with that.
Guiding bolt.
So yeah, I just hover over the hit damage, and then similar what the roll.
There should be at the if you click.
Apologies, that's
It's okay. Yeah, this is the first time I'm saying this too. If you click on the actual words "guiding bolt," it opens up a little panel. There should be at the top right a little red thing. If you click on that, it should roll stuff. Okay, so you call out to Reorx holding onto your medallion, and you throw your hand out. You see this bolt shoot out of your hand, and within 18, it's radiant damage. With an 18, it streaks forward and it strikes him right in the chest. Can I get some damage on that, please?
Right,
that was 18 damage. What was it rolled to hit? It was 25. Okay.
25.
So 25 definitely hits him. The 18 damage.
Oh, did I roll for damage as well, or is that?
It looks like it auto rolled.
It did.
Yeah, auto rolled.
Oh, right, okay.
That is entirely uncalled for, young dwarf. What are you doing? I didn't know pedos were so aggressive.
Well, if you didn't want aggression, you shouldn't imitate the dead.
So you can,
especially forgotten heroes or long remembered heroes.
You can. In your history, Caradoc was not a hero. He was one of the corrupted knights that worked with Lord Soth. Just so you know.
All right. Okay.
You can finish a move. Do you want to continue moving, or are you good with where you are?
No, I'll move up. Get closer.
Okay, so you have a total movement of 30? Of 25. So that's each of these squares is 5. So you already moved 5. So you got 20 feet left if you want to move.
Right, let's get us up here.
Just remember, you don't have your armor or anything on you, so keep that.
Yeah, so I don't want to get too close, but I'm going to obviously land range attacks. I think this.
Right.
Does that spell offer anything else when you hit that the next attack on him is advantage? It was guiding bolt, right?
Yep. A flash of light strikes towards a creature of your choice within range. Make a range attack. 46 radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your turn has advantage. Nice. Thanks to the missile and light ring on the target until then. Nice. So does that not just me, but everybody else gets advantage on this turn?
It's just the single next attack that he suffers. So that's going to be whoever goes next. In this particular case, it's Sven. So Sven gets advantage if he attacks him. So Sven, it is your turn.
Get him up for you. Please take advantage.
I'm going to rage for bonus. So that gives me 1 left. I'm going to move 35. Here.
So can you move 35 because of your ability or what?
No, that's just my walking speed. So use a bonus to rage because I want to because we're in combat. I'm going to take my movement And then I'm going to try throwing a javelin at him.
Okay, move yourself up. And is a javelin range what?
It is
30, so you should be able to hit him from there. Oh, no. 60. So it's just going to be if it's the long range, it's disadvantage. So since you already had advantage, I'll just say it doesn't have any advantage or disadvantage.
Just a normal roll?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll to hit. And that might not.
You pull
11.
out a javelin, just throw it at him. You see it go wide and just flies past him, sticks into this group of flowers over here in the back.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you wanted to do?
That'll be it. And I'll just ready. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. So Caradoc stands. Well, he was already standing. He pulls the sword, his long sword, out of Governor Meoff's body. The governor slumps forward, smacks his already dead face on the table, and slides off as the body crumples to the ground. Caradoc stands up. So that's 5, 10. He stands up on the table in difficult terrain. 15, 20, 25, 30. And this is a very powerful, proficient-looking Knight of Solamnia. I mean, in the armor, he drops that little rolled-up message that he had in one hand, and he's like, I suppose the ruse is up at this point. I should just let you know that, of course, no other Knights of Solamnia are coming, but I did just want to give my lord an opportunity to finish his job, and since you're leaving me no opportunity but to stop you and destroy your pathetic attempts at continuing a vile tradition of abusing children, I'm going to have to ask you to cut down that cleric. And he speaks to Pann. So Pann, can I get you to give me a wisdom check, please?
Wisdom check? Just a plain old wisdom check.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a saving throw, but...
Oh, it's a saving throw? So wisdom saving throw. 1! I got a 1! Yeah, that's something.
So he looks at you, Pann, he's like, I want you to destroy that cleric. And you just feel yourself compelled to immediately use your reaction and make a melee attack against the cleric.
Why is it whenever I deal with Caradoc, I always get controlled as a Kender?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about XD20. That's true.
All
right, so roll to hit.
Alrighty, so here comes a Whippic attack, and it is going to be as gentle as I can control, but it's going to be as fierce as Caradoc wants. So,
do you happen to have a feather or something in your attack?
So
a 13.
His effective armor class right now is 9, so you do hit him. What's the damage?
Damage for a Whippic is...
Roll
I think it also rolled the backstab, but
you don't have advantage, so it wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think it just automatically did that.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's just take. I think it did 8 damage.
Okay.
Let's see, did it not?
So you see clearly Caradoc tell Pann to attack the dwarf, and he definitely smacked you, Torgan, with his hoopak. So, that's kind of messed up. On his next, let's see, he did his bonus, he did his move. You see him sort of, very heroically kick up his heavy crossbow with his offhand, and he just fires it for his action. He's going to fire it at the cleric as well. So, let's see, attack is +2. He missed you. He actually missed you with a
3 orcs is with me.
You're like, 3 orcs, protect me. And the bolt just goes wide right over your head. He's like, looks like I'm going to have to aim this a little lower. And it is
Evil shall never triumph.
Pann, it's your turn.
Now, do I have control of myself, or does he still have control of me?
You have total control. For whatever reason, he just whispered it, and you just felt compelled to do it. But once you did it, you regained your control.
Oops. Sorry. I don't know what came over me. You made me hit my friend. And I take a shot at him with my Hupik as a
Range attack?
ranged attack. Yeah. So let's see. Here's my attack with my Hupik. Hoopak.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
An 11.
That's 11.
So it goes wide as well. He just sort of stands there. Is that the best you can do, little boy? Well.
And then I taunt him. I say,
why can't you play the good Kender like Chris does and wipes everybody out? Come on, man. What are you doing?
well, that's because Chris is the best Kender ever. So,
he wiped out entire battalions by himself. What are you doing? Go get yourself some dinner plates.
As a bonus action, I unleash a slurry of taunts. I say, well, Caradoc's kind of a stupid name. It sounds kind of like a pickled carrot sandwich that's being sold by the docks.
Okay. Is there a save versus that? What's the...
Yeah, DC 14 Wisdom.
Wisdom check. That's funny. So you see the jovial expression on his face darken, and he squints his eyes. Caradoc is a proud Solamnic name, and you will not say it again in vain! And he points his sword at you.
Caradoc, sold up by the docks.
Okay.
Carrot sandwich.
Okay, so that means he has disadvantage if he attacks anyone but you. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that was your melee. Do you want to move or anything?
No, I'm going to stand right here and let him come to me.
Okay. Okay, Janek, you're up.
All right. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to jump up on the table.
Okay. You have a ability to make it so that's not difficult terrain. Is that correct? Otherwise, it just takes 2 movements is all.
That's a good question. When I make a running jump, the distance covered increases by 4 feet, and climbing doesn't cost me an extra movement.
Okay, then that'll be good then. So yeah, you have regular movement. So you run up there and you jump on the table. You're at the edge.
I'm gonna move right there.
What type
And
is
then
this?
I am gonna cast Burning Hand, which is a 15-foot cone. I don't know how to make a shape. So from me, it goes 15 feet, and it's a cone.
So each creature in the cone must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, dexterity.
Correct. And it's DC 13.
He does make it. Is that half damage?
It's half damage, yeah. So
And what
that
is
is 8 damage.
Okay. I like your cone you got there. So that's 26, I think, total. Let me just double check something really quick. Look at immunities.
So for half damage, he'd take 4.
And it was fire, right?
It's fire damage, yeah.
Okay. It's
And then no wild magic effect.
okay, good. Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my
See
turn.
him, he like pulls back and tries to like duck out of the way. He gets half of it coming, the fire sweeping past his body. He looks up at you. He's like, I'll deal with you second, I think. But first, that Kender. All right, Torgan, you're up.
I'm going to launch another guiding bolt. It doesn't say anything about cooldown, so I can do this each turn, yeah?
Yeah, you have spell slots. And so you only have as
That's
many.
what I want to make
casts.
sure that it does. Yeah. I want to pew.
So just make sure that
pew,
you're
pew.
clicking the little spell slot so you know when you're using stuff and how many you have left.
Yep. If I can find that first. Sorry for.
It's okay. So if you click on spells, it's just the little squares.
Oh, right. Okay. So this is a new menu. That's.
So just make sure you click one of those for the last one, and then one if you're going to do it again, and then give me a roll to hit.
Right, hang on. Oh, right, gotcha. Right, so already pinged one, so I've got 3 left, yeah.
You should have, yeah, if you haven't cast it yet, then you have 3 left.
Well, it did cast, that was the first round, so cast 1, yeah.
Yeah, so just go ahead and
So
mark that.
that leaves me with, so I have 4 slots, I've used 1, that leaves me with 3, yeah.
Yep.
Aha, right. Evil, we will not tolerate you.
Like,
You.
Okay.
Oh, God.
7,
that?
yeah, it goes
What
wide.
was that?
You might have been able to hit him if he didn't duck just before from that.
That's what I was going to ask about the table. Is this the table with the pillar in the center? So is it all wobbly now that 2 people are on it and
No,
doing that kind of stuff? Or is it like a really sturdy one?
it's definitely a sturdy. It's a huge sturdy table.
All right, okay. That would have been.
It's not like a cafe table. It's gonna fall
Whoa,
over.
whoa, whoa.
Whoa! Are you gonna move or anything? Or are you good with what you got?
No, I'm good with where I am. Obviously, I don't want to get it back.
Yeah, Sven, you're
That
up
would-
then.
Yes.
all right. Sven wants to smash.
Sven smash.
Sven smash. He smashed now. So it's gonna take me 35 just to get to, or 25. You said it was 2 movement to climb.
To get on the table, yeah.
All
It's
right.
difficult terrain.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I can get there. I have a movement of 35.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 attacks. I'm going to take a few swings at this guy. Let me get to my...
So you charge up there. Ah!
And let me scroll up. First attack. Oh my gosh. 12?
A 12 is a miss. You come forward and he easily just parries it with his sword.
All right. And next attack. That's 19.
So 19 would have worked. He uses his reaction to parry. It adds 2 to his armor class, which makes that not able to hit him.
Oh man.
So he just looks down at you and glares, "You're going to die today. I hope you're prepared to meet Reorcs or whoever your pedo god is." Caradoc. Oh, that's me. Okay. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, he's not going to be able to make it, so he just tries to shoot you with his crossbow, Pann. Come on, crossbow. So he lifts it up a 10, shoots, and goes wide over your head. He's like, "This damn..." Oh, he gets 2 attacks. So the first bolt goes wide. The second one, I don't think hits you either. What's your armor class?
15.
Yeah, no, it goes wide as well. He's like, "Damn wily little boys! Are you greased up already?" "Certainly.
Missed me. Missed me.
I'm certainly not going to kiss you." He's
I
gonna
would.
shift
That make you a pedo.
5, 10, 15. He's going to shift over to this square. Okay, so Pann, you're up.
And then I go,
Tormenting him.
Caradoc. More like,
Oh, wait,
you're
wait,
a
wait.
carrot that your mom dropped, so Cara drop or something stupid like that.
Hold on, I need you to make a wisdom check as he whispers to you to attack Torgan again.
What? Oh, come on. This is not good. I'm telling you right now, I don't like this. 5.
That's good. So you see the Kender just sort of turn over and try to smack you across the head. You sort of duck down this time knowing what to expect. But Caradoc seems to be able to convince people to do things, so... Sorry, it is your turn again.
I go, stop doing that! Stop making me hit my friends! And
Perhaps you should just kill him and get it over with.
I'm going to go right here, and I'm just a little upset with him right now.
You have
And I'm going
advantage.
to attack him with a whoopik, and I have advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so to do advantage, I hold shift and click on the attack button, right?
Was, just really quick, is your taunt a reaction or a bonus?
It was a bonus action. It says, let me see what it says exactly. It says, as a bonus action, you can unleash a string of proverbial words at a creature within 60 feet, or that can hear you. And it says that can hear you, that it can understand your language. Okay. The target must succeed a wisdom check of a DC 14, or it has disadvantage to attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn. So it shouldn't be effective anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. And it was just because it took your reaction in order to attack him, and so that's why I wanted to make sure. So anyway, you don't have a reaction available at this point, but you do have your bonus if you want to use a bonus or just attack. But what was your attack roll?
Oh, okay. So I haven't rolled it yet. That's what I was asking. Do I click shift for advantage? Yeah. All right. Click shift. Oh.
You do have advantage.
So it looks like I got a total of a 15.
So 15 is not enough. He sort of backs up a little bit and knocks the hoopback away from him, parrying your attack as you come in. But he just looks at you like, perhaps another time you and I could have a more personal hand-on-hand experience. For now, I've got bigger fish to fry than you.
Sounds very pedo or whatever you call that.
Gross. You people! Okay.
What do you mean?
Is that your turn?
Yeah. That's it.
Janek, you're up.
All right. He's off the table?
No, he's on the end of it.
All right. I will.
I figure as long as it's going through the square, then you're on it.
Okay. I'll run up there. Right? Because that's across from me is Pann, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. And then I'm going to hit him with short sword, and then because I have 2 weapon fighting as my bonus action, my dagger.
Okay.
So we'll do short sword first. Nat 20. And since I have advantage, I can also do sneak attack with that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get this to also sync with roll 20. I don't know why it's not.
You need a Chrome extension called Beyond.
Do I have 20. Do I have to have D&D Beyond opened up in Chrome as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
So D&D Beyond.
That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
I have it on my tablet right now, so I'll fix that in a second.
No worries.
So total damage with the short sword is 17.
Nice.
This is actually quite useful for those that are maybe watching us and haven't played and trying to figure this out, as we are figuring it out as well. So this is partial role-playing, partial instructional video.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'll hit him with my dagger. 18 to hit.
18 it does hit. So you like just run him through with that sword, and he's just like, pull it out, blood drips down. You slap him with your dagger.
That's 8 damage.
8. 11,
Did she get her sneak attack on top of that?
I did my sneak attack on my short sword.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yes, I did get my sneak attack.
You see, he seems to really, really be hurting at this point. Blood is just sort of pouring out of the wound that you just caused him. And he is just really beside himself in pain at the moment. Why did you have to do that? I was going to let you live, little girl. Ah! Is that the end of your turn?
You killed the council.
If that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Torgan, you are up.
Right. Can I tell if this is an undead entity or not?
It looks pretty human to you. I mean, the reality is it is a human that you're looking at.
Right. Okay, I'll just pew again. I'll do another guiding bolt.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing it bleeding and everything like that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So another bolt time. That's.
But I mean, that being said, you can try whatever you want. You know, I don't want to stop you from doing anything.
We'll do that. I've got 23, so,
So you
I think
pull out the
I'll
magic.
stick with that one.
Yeah, you call Reorx's aid, and you just see it blast forward, and it smacks into him, and just this primal scream as the body crumples down onto the edge of the table, flops down onto the bottom of it, and out of the body.
Oh dear God, here it comes.
That was fun. I'm trying to find the right. Oh, I just had it. Where'd it go? Out of the body, you see this. Not this big. You see a spirit. All right, hold on. I gotta move him. I'm just gonna move him to right there, but know that this is the actual character. This spirit rise up. This is my true form, and you will pay for destroying my possessed corpse.
Is there no end to this evil? You are a foul creature indeed. How
I
dare
have a
you
job to
exist in
do,
this
and I
plane?
will do it. Okay, so you had your action. You have a move. I mean, you can do whatever you like now. Anything
Yeah,
else?
well, I don't want to get into hand-to-hand, obviously, because I'm a bit late on the old combat-y stuff, so I'm just happily just staying here within range.
Okay.
For this turn, next turn anyway, and then I might have to...
All right, Sven, you are up.
Hopefully my newfound friends will take care of matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. So
Be careful, greatly appreciate it. I don't want to die like in the first round, if you don't mind there, folks.
No.
Only just joined the game. You'll help a fella out.
Let's see here. We'll move a little closer to this guy here.
In either case, you would have had advantage in reach. Because this is the one that you're attacking. This is a dead body.
Okay, where do
Yeah, the map's a wee bit messy with the...
That's what happens when you got a bunch of bodies around.
Somebody clean up after themselves.
So I got advantage on this guy for both.
Yes, you do.
All right, I'm gonna try to make up for it. What did he turn into? Do we know, or just something else that came out of the body?
He looks like a spirit at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, so as soon as the body crumpled and fell down, you saw this spirit rise out of the body.
Oh boy! All right, I'm gonna come up right up on top of it with my axe in a swinging down motion for my
I hope
first.
I can hit a spirit.
Yeah, me too. 28.
A 28 does hit a spirit.
All right.
Absolutely.
Roll for damage. Looks like I got a 11 here. And so yeah,
Well, with your rage, it's 13.
Looks like it already did though, because the
Well, I'm showing underneath it in the roll 20. It shows 11 and then 2, and then it shows 13 at the bottom. So I'm just going to
Really?
hit 13.
okay, perfect. I'll take it.
So you like slice through, but because you're using a magical axe, you can see it sort of cleaving through this ghostly form. And he just sort of turns his head and looks at you. You're a good corpse to inhabit.
Oh boy.
Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my second attack here.
That is a magic axe, right?
Yes.
Has anyone got a ghost trap or a vacuum cleaner?
What was the roll to hit for the second one?
It was a 20. Well, do I still get advantage for the second attack too? If I was, or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's a 28.
Okay, you hit.
All right.
Absolutely.
Rolling for damage. So 15.
On that one, I'm showing 14. It was 12 plus 2.
All right, I'm gonna trust you because something on my. This is what I've rolled 6, and then
Okay. I'm just
All
going
right.
on what it shows on here. Okay,
Okay,
so
no,
you cleave through the second one, and you sort of see his ghostly form sort of react to the motion of the axe going through it. It's almost like cutting through water as the water sort of moves with it and then moves back in place. And he's just sort of screaming out, "Ah, that's a nice axe. I think I'd like to give it a try." Is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
I think that'll be it. So that's my move.
Okay. So he's going to whisper to you
Oh
to
boy.
strike Janek next to you. So I need you to give me a wisdom check, please.
All right, I am rolling.
Please be a wise barbarian.
I'm very wise.
Maybe no, maybe not this
shit.
time.
Okay, you are compelled to attack Janek once as a reaction. Oh, jeez.
Gonna hit.
As a reaction, I cast shield.
Okay. Can you tell me what that does?
So an invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC.
So what's your AC right now?
So that brings my... Oh, I still don't think that would work. Because that would bring my AC up to 21.
Yeah, unfortunately, he rolled really
He
high.
rolled a 23.
Roll a 23.
Yep.
Okay,
Sorry.
so roll damage.
That's okay.
Oh, that's not bad. 12.
Oh, except I'm a thief. And so I get... Do I have cunning? Oh. Where is it?
You can have the damage on
It
uncanny
can
dodge.
have the
Is that what you're
damage,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
With uncanny dodge.
Yeah, it says when attacker that can see you hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack damage against you.
Well, she already used her reaction
Yeah.
to cast the spell.
Yeah, I did. So I can't do that. Okay, so 12 points.
Yeah.
Is that you in trouble?
So he whispers that to you, and
I mean,
then
I'm not great.
he looks over at you. Oh boy, he looks over at Sven. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it right here. I need you to give me a charisma check, Sven. Oh,
8.
boy. So he enters your body, and I am now controlling your body as his turn. This is... I'm trying to see what action. This is his full action. So his action is to enter you and take over your movement. And he can't attack at this point yet, but just know that you are now actually Caradoc. And everyone else sees him enter into Sven's body. And Caradoc, the mystical, ghostly form disappears. And all you see... I'm going to move him over here for the sake of this. And all you see is Sven standing there with this refreshed grin on his face. It does feel good in here. Pann, you're up.
Turn undead.
Hey, get out of him! He's not very nice sometimes. He gets angry. He's going to get really mad that you're inside. Then I'm going to go... quick question. He dropped that scroll, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt Sven. So I'm going to jump up on the table. As I'm doing so, I'm going to look to see if I can grab that scroll. Is it right here?
Yeah, sure. That's good enough.
Okay. Out of curiosity, I just kind of look at it really quick.
Okay. You like open this scroll. The scroll itself, it's slightly scorched parchment, and it's sealed by black wax with a rose emblem stamped into it. And as you open it, you see burned into the page itself, people of Kalaman, I exert my rightful claim as ruler of the province of Nightland, submit or flee. Lord Lorne Soth, Knight of the Rose.
Okay, just drop it. Don't even care.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, Janek, you are up. You know Sven is possessed at this point by Caradoc. I mean, he already attacked you once and hit, so this is something where you guys you got to do something.
I mean, I wouldn't even know what to do.
Next thing that happen.
All right.
And so he's right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll turn to him.
Don't want to kill Sven.
Do we do subdual damage, just as a question?
Can you do what damage?
Subdual damage, where you're not actually killing the person. You actually take hit points off, but like on the finishing kill, you you basically it's something from an old edition. I don't know if they do it in 5th edition.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that in this. It's so easy to heal people once they've like been dropped down to 0 that I'm not sure it's a real issue. Like if you did drop him down to 0, then he has death saves, and then you could stop that from happening just by binding him. So I don't think you should really worry about actually murdering him for good.
All right. Sorry, Sven. And then I'm gonna. Oh wait. Is there any way I can move so that I'm flanking him, like right there?
No, no one's close enough to flank right now to give you flank.
Okay. Okay. Well then, I'm just sorry, Sven.
Understood.
So roll with my short sword. It's a 14 to hit.
I don't think that hits Sven. What's your armor class, Sven?
18.
Yeah, no, you missed.
That loincloth does a lot of protection.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised. He just lifts it
All
up.
right,
She's like,
and
oh.
With my dagger. No, that doesn't
So he
hit
leans
either.
back. He just sort of parries it with his huge axe. You're not going to get me, little girl. But lucky for you, I'm not after you. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the... Well, I'm going to... Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Torgan, you're up.
Right. I'm going to move in closer. So about here. How do you do that range thing? I saw people doing.
There's a little ruler icon you can click on and then just drag it from you over to wherever. Just know you have to click back on the select arrow to move your stealth around.
Gotcha, right. So there's fine enough. And then I'm going to channel divinity, turn on dead.
So let me know what you say to Reorx through your medallion to try to get him to do this.
Okay. In the name of Arjan, you unholy, disgusting being, I cast thee. I cast thee back to the best from where you came.
Okay. You see this divine light shoot down out of just middle of the sky, enter you, and then project itself out of your holy medallion as it bathes Sven in light. So what's the save? Is it wisdom?
His is wisdom, DC 14.
All right, let's find out. So you see the ghostly form shoot out of the back of Sven's body. He's like, oh, no, no! Just screaming as this divine light is pushing him out of the possession. On his turn, he has to run and stuff, but at this point, he can't really do anything. Is there anything?
No dwarf deserves to have foulness that got within them. No dwarf at all.
Yeah.
That's sort of no dwarf fan.
All right. So is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Sven, you've regained control of your body. You're not even really sure what just happened other than it entered you. And now you feel it blasted out of you. You feel this sort of warm radiance from Reorx himself sort of protecting you. And you see Caradoc is actually occupying your space that you're in this moment as well. I'm going to move him below you so you can move yourself.
I turn around. Can I use an intimidation check to see if he'll yield?
You can try whatever you like.
Or do I just attack this? Because I know we got our turn back. But as soon as we attack, I'm just thinking what we can use at this time since he's turned. Is he turned?
He
He's
is
turned for 1 minute or until he takes any damage.
I'll turn around and attack.
Okay.
This time I'm going to use.
If you want to hit him, you have to shift out of the square you're in that he's occupying.
Actually, no,
Okay.
hang on.
If you shift then we can flank him.
Okay. Is this
So you have advantage to hit.
okay? Alrighty.
He's like, no, no, damn you, Yorks! Ah!
Hang on, I just only rolled once. I don't know why I did that. Hang on.
Was that a natural one?
I get advantage, don't I?
Well, just roll one single roll again, since you already rolled that one. All right. So you like move back out of the body. You're like sort of recouping the control of your own faculties. You swing forward and it cuts right through this spirit. What's the damage?
Add rage to that if it didn't.
It did.
Much.
So 12. That's okay.
Okay then.
So you cut through him. You moved once. Do you want to finish moving at all, or are you good?
I like to take my second attack if I can.
Yeah.
All right. 22.
22 hits.
Whack.
12.
Yes, that's great. I think that's right. Okay, so you swing through and cut through him here again, and you see that divine light stops, and he stops and he turns at you again. Oh, yes. Thank you so very much. Because of you, I get to continue torturing you. Is your turn done?
Yes.
Okay. So did I hear that right, Colin, that once he takes damage, he's no longer...
Once he takes damage, yeah, that's it. That's it. He's back to his the very space.
In that case, I have to do this.
Thanks for freeing me.
Hopefully it's not temporary.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because
he whispers over to Janek, kill the Kender. So can I get you to give me a a wisdom check, please? A saving throw?
Absolutely. It's 11.
You are compelled to attack the Kender. Is one melee
All
attack.
right.
Ulrich, do you have something special on you?
So short sword attack.
Are you the key to everything?
He's the key to the world.
He's taking a mid just like you.
18 to hit the Kender.
That hits.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
it's not your fault.
That's the lightest battle ever.
Ow!
Everyone's apology. Damn!
Oh, that automatically put in sneak attack damage. That's not what it... Yeah, that's just a 5.
Ow. Well, that's not as exciting. Okay.
That's only 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage.
Not as dramatic, but still dramatic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why it auto put sneak attack in, but
It's helpful when you need it.
that's true.
Okay. And then for his second action, he is going to... you know what? He's going to look over at Janek. You know what? No. He worked with Sven once. He's going to try to work with Sven again for his action. Can I get a charisma save, Sven?
Come on, Sven. Give me a good roll. Oh, not today.
19 save is enough. So you're just like, no, not again. No, I can't. No. And he's like trying to enter you and he's unsuccessful. He sort of screams, ah, you're going to pay. You're going to die. And that's his turn. So Pann, you're up.
Depends how he's entering in, some kind of clinching.
It's like, no, it didn't.
Bend over, you.
Not even dead on a movie first.
No.
You're not doing that again.
No.
So I jump down to the bottom of the table. As I do so, I basically go back to him saying, you know what? You should stay out of people's bodies. It's like a house. You don't go in unless you're invited.
Okay.
And then I come up behind and I'm going to just stab him with my whippick. It's not magical, so or my hoopak.
Right.
Sorry,
Okay.
keep calling it whippick.
No problem.
All right, here we go.
Call
And
it
I have
Ghost
advantage, right?
Smasher. Yes, you do.
Why is it not letting me have the choice to go with advantage? There we go. What does that mean? Is I got a what? They got a
Oh, that took a while to get in there. So I'm showing a 27.
Oh, that's 20. Natural 20.
Yeah, so you strike the form, but the hoopak goes straight through it and doesn't affect it at all.
Okay. I'm like, huh? I thought that would
Oh,
work
no, no,
better.
no, no, no. Whoa. I'm sorry. I do need damage. 100%. I do need damage.
Did you
It's
need
it's
it?
resistance. It's not immune, so it's just not going to do full damage is all.
That counts.
Yeah, it does.
18.
Okay, so that's... So you go through, and you're not really sure how it should look, when you strike a ghost, but it's almost just like sliding it through air, and you just see the motion of the ghost move a little bit, but he doesn't seem to react to you. He is intent on Sven. He wants to get in. He wants to get it in, Sven. Open yourself up to me. Open yourself.
That's your fault, Sven, for dressing like that. You know what I mean? You were just asking for it.
It's true.
I have one last taunt left. Can I use it as a bonus action?
Let's not blame the victim.
Can I use I have a bonus action. Can I use it again for my taunt again? I have one last one for the day.
Yeah.
So I basically go, seems like you're not there. It's like almost like you're nothing. Kind of like your master, that lady Lauren Slaloff. Yeah, whoever that is. I don't understand.
Okay, what do I roll?
It's a 14 DC Wisdom save.
He slowly turns around and crouches just a little bit. Lord Lornsoth is so much greater than you could ever imagine. He will seal the flesh from your bones. How dare you! And he's just enraged. So you are successful in enraging him. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Janek, you are up.
All right.
This ghost seems pissed.
Yeah, but he's not pissed at me. So let's try to attack him with my short sword.
Okay.
Did that roll? There we go. Okay.
And you have advantage.
Yeah.
I'm only showing one
I
roll.
have no idea if that rolled with advantage or not.
It didn't. It just did one. Do you want to roll
Did
again?
not. Okay, I'll roll again.
So the first roll was 16. Second one was 24.
24.
Both of them hit, but we'll take the 24 for glory.
Perfect.
So you strike out, you shove your sword. Is this a magical weapon or a normal weapon?
No, it's a normal weapon.
Okay. So you stab it into the ghost space. What's damage?
So with the sneak attack, that's 10.
Oh, that was a low sneak attack. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled 5 and 5, so.
Okay. So you slide in. You can see him sort of react a little bit, but he is so hyper focused on the Kender that he's not really, giving you anything in return. He's just glaring at this point. Is that your turn?
Fine. Nope. I also can do my offhand, which is a dagger. So that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be 5 damage. There's no sneak attack on that one.
Gotcha. Dang it, I added too much.
What just happened?
It's 5, so...
Okay.
Okay, so you slide the dagger in, and he sort of winces a little bit. He's like, Kender, I'm going to make you pay. Your head will spin like it's on a pivot. Your flesh will crawl off of your bones, and I will laugh. Torgan, it's your turn.
That sounds interesting.
That's never happened before.
Another last bolt, guiding bolt. So let's give us a wee bash. So what?
Guide me.
Be gone with you. What the hell was that? Oh my word.
And it's just like a
like
firework going up in the air.
Do you know when somebody does all the arcane symbols and a little poof? I do last one. I'm like, Achoo! And sneeze and forget my incantation and just.
No.
Oh, we're back to
That's okay.
standard dice rolls. I love it.
Classic
We're rolling
Colin.
too well for a minute there.
Yeah.
Good to see we're back in form. So that did absolutely nothing.
Okay. Is there anything else you have to do?
I'm going to get a little bit worried because I've only got a hand axe. Suppose I'll move forward. May as well go for it.
You're a brave man.
Let's get in there. Yeah, I'll do one more smart rest. That'll do me for this turn.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll take care of business before I have to actually start fighting.
Sven, you're up.
Please.
Sven, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm talking on mute. Advantage was where I'm at still?
Yes.
All right.
Help me, Sven. You're my only hope.
Oh, I got you. You watch this. Stand aside. There comes the first attack. I can get it to work. There we go. 18.
18 hits.
All right, I'll roll for damage. Oh, not a very good roll. So add the 2 if it didn't do it. So 9.
Okay. There ist.
Second attack. 16.
A 16 hits.
Okay. And for
Didn't hit
damage,
the knight, but it hits the ghost.
14. Top of the, was it the 9 on the last roll for damage?
Yeah. So that's. So you guys have done a ton of damage, just like throwing your swords and axes. Oops, sorry. And magical blocks hitting him and just making his body sort of disform and then reform back into its ghostly essence. Just so you guys know, this is what he looks like in the ghost form as far as his face is concerned, if you look in the chat there. Okay, so is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. So, Kender, he is whispering you to kill the Janek, the female, right next to you. So I just need a wisdom save, please. And I need to roll this charisma. You know what? Don't roll that. You see, he's clearly resisting something. He's like, you need to kill her, but you actually don't feel compelled to do anything like you had in the past. And you see his body slowly, like, sort of swirling and folding in on itself as it's almost like disappearing. And as he slowly goes, he's like, you're lucky. I could have killed you all. And his body just like disappears.
And stay out.
Yep.
Out of game, just so you guys know, if he's not in a body, he has to roll every turn, and if he doesn't succeed, then he returns to Dergard Keep. So he was trying to resist it, and he resisted it last turn, but he couldn't resist it this time. So now you guys are standing here, bloody, sort of exhausted. You see a corpse below you. That was 2 rounds that he was down. Okay. So you see that knight's corpse down below you. You see the entire council all around you dead. And out of the rear of the room, you see this female form step out. None of you have ever seen her before. Other characters who are not here would have recognized her. But you see this female Ladara step forward from a corner of the chamber. She's this Sylvanisty elf. You could have sworn it was empty a moment ago. A look of urgency tightens her features. You must hurry on! And she points off to the back alley. I'm sorry, a back corridor, a hallway. The elf says, pointing to a shattered door at the rear of the chamber, there's a secret beneath this castle. One the old lord can't be allowed to possess. What do you guys do?
Who are you?
Who are you?
She actually doesn't say anything at all.
What the heck just happened? There was a ghost. Secret. What secret? Okay.
But there's a secret?
Reorx has definitely put me in the right place. I knew there was a purpose of me being here. There is evil afoot. We must destroy it.
There's definitely evil afoot. Okay, so the parchment, the rolled up parchment, is now just unrolled on the counter on the table.
Yeah, some lady Lauren wrote us a message, but I don't know how she could take Camelin and put it. It's like she thinks she could put Camelin in her pouch and own it because she says like she needs it, and I'm like, does it make sense? Why can someone put something in their pouch like a city? It doesn't make sense.
I'll walk over and look at the scroll.
It says, "People of Kalaman, I exert my rightful claim as ruler of the province of Nightland. Submit or flee. Signed, Lord Lorensoth, Knight of the Rose." Can I get an intelligence history check, please?
From everybody or just from
anyone who has that proficient in
Right.
history?
Does it just add it automatically by click history?
It should, yeah. Just let me know what the roll is.
Whoa, 11.
So I'm showing 11. Okay. Lord Lorensoth, it's not ringing a bell in your mind. For whatever reason, you knew Quick Haradoc, but you didn't know Lorensoth. Maybe it's just
I was in the bar,
be
in the
adrenaline.
tavern during that lesson.
It could be, whatever the reason, it's just not coming to you right now. But
yeah, I'm sure I've heard this name, but it's just not. It's not quite here right now. Give me some time. I'll think on it. Does anyone else recognize this name?
I think it's a really noble lady that lives in a big castle and has like horrible breath.
That's a good guess. Thanks
that's
for that.
a good guess. Okay, so as you guys look back to where that Sylvenisty elf was, she's gone.
Wow, she said there's a secret back here, and that's where I just take off towards where the door supposedly is at.
Okay.
following the Kender.
So the broken door in the council chamber, you see smeared blood across the floor as you approach it.
That doesn't look good.
On the other end of it lies a narrow corridor that's traditionally used by servants. You see several plain doors leading to other parts of the castle, but at the far end of the passage shines a faint violet light.
Pann, stay here. Pann. I'm going to look at him in the eye. Pann, stay here.
We're just gonna stealth ahead and see what's
And I'm going to stealth ahead. Yeah, I'm going to just try to
Okay.
sneak up to where that is.
A stealth roll for me, please.
Yeah.
We might want to consider taking a long rest if we can.
26.
26. Jeez. All right, so you just
melds into the shadows.
Yeah, you were like the floor and walls at once as you get to the end. A door.
Please tell me you do the thing above the door where you hold onto the walls.
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
like suspended on the ceiling looking down.
So a door frame sculpted with somber knights stands in an alcove along this corridor. The door frame was once sealed, but shattered bricks now lie scattered across the floor. Sealed as in it was covered with bricks. Beyond the opening, a steep flight of stairs descends below ground. Violet light and the sound of crackling flames emanate from below. So this corridor, or this doorway, was sealed up at one point, and someone has recently broken through it.
All right. I'm going to sneak down the stairs.
Okay.
Do you want a separate stealth check?
No, we can use that same one. I'm just going to move over to this. Okay, you guys should be seeing this as well.
Yep.
Okay, so as
Sneak.
The stairs descend into a stone chamber engulfed in violet flames. In the fire stand 4 dignified statues of Knights of Solamnia. At the end of the room lies an antechamber before a stone double door. There, a 5th statue depicts a bison-headed warrior. Does anyone have religion proficiency, or do you have religion proficiency at all?
I do.
No.
The only one
I mean,
here
I
right
have
now is Janek. If you guys want to
right.
move up, you can, or let her say something or whatever. But as
Sorry, just when you said the energies, I was like,
right.
I mean, I have I'm not proficient in religion, but I have a +3 in it.
Okay.
Just for my intelligence.
Can you go ahead and give me a religion roll, please? And then I want to show you this.
While she's doing that, I go, Janek, are you dead? If you're dead, don't say anything.
17.
Okay. So with the 17, you recognize the statue at the far end as Kiri Jolith, the god of honor and war. It's one of the Knights of Solamnia's patron deities. So the violet flames that you're seeing coalesce into this sort of animated vision. And what you see is a Knight of Solamnia saves a group of elven travelers from ogre raiders. An elf woman falls into the knight's arms. Behind him, the silhouette of a human woman turns and fades away. And then as soon as that's done, the vision just sort of, the flames that reveal this vision dissipate back, and they're just sort of emanating all around here. Now, there's no heat coming off of these violet flames that are engulfing the walls of this entire cavern, providing full dim light. And let's see, I'm trying to see, the ceilings are 15 feet high. It's stone all around. You see those stone doors at the far end. The flames don't seem to harm you or anything else. They just sort of emanate. So at this point, it's up to you, but that's what you saw.
There's no. I don't see any people, right?
No people.
All right, I'll go back to the top of the stairs and just, guys, I don't know what I just saw. There was a horse and a knight and an elf and can somebody cleric maybe?
I'm just glad you're not dead.
right.
So you guys can move your characters onto the stairway if you want to enter this room.
There's a horse and an elf. I
Do
gotta
we
check
need
this
to?
out.
There's nothing there.
So,
I'm not. Oh.
as you guys enter, you see violet flames all around, but the vision does not repeat itself. So you don't see what she saw. You just see this room as described. So that you got these 4 Knights of Solamnia statues, and then the bison-headed god right at the far end.
Yeah, I just see statues. I don't see a horse.
There was a purple horse and a knight, and he saved an elven woman, and then there was another woman, and she turned away.
Huh.
Priest,
Sounds like a story
cleric?
my Uncle Trackspringer once told me.
I kind of know what that bison-headed statue is. It's one of the Knight of Solamnia gods, but I don't know what I saw.
As soon as she says that, you do recognize that she's right. That is exactly what that stands for. It's Kiri Jolith. Torgan, you know that.
Thank you.
But you see those 2 stone double doors on the far left, which is east. And other than that, it's just a violet illuminated stone room that was sealed off.
Can I check to see if the door is trapped?
Pann? No, Pann. No, I'm going to grab him. Pann. No.
So as he was initially going over there, just give me a perception check.
Okay. 7.
Okay, you don't see any traps or anything like that. And then she runs over. She's like, no, whoa.
What?
Let's not open that just yet.
And then as I bring my hand, like going, but wait, I have a flute sitting in my hand. Like, Nana's flute, not now. I throw the flute across the room. It makes a kind of a twirling noise as it flies across the room.
Whoa. Clang, 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 clang. It sort of skitters, sliding across the floor. You guys are just in this room. What do you do?
Yeah, can I do a religion roll to see what the purpose of this is or the significance?
Yeah, go ahead. When you guys are moving, just try to stay in squares if you could.
Or not. Yeah, I just didn't go there.
Well, Janek, are we going to open the door? Because it's a door. They're meant to be opened.
What?
I'm basically hopping up and down. I just want to know what's on the other side.
Can you guys check? to see-
All right. I want to check.
Hold, eager one. Normally these things are protected.
Yeah, let's check.
I checked
the
it. There's no
door.
traps. None
Okay,
at all.
Maybe there's a magical trap. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
I'm glad we have an archmage with us.
As you cast detect magic, the doors themselves don't reveal any reaction, but you see that all around where that violet flame is illuminating, you're getting a large reading from all of that flame. I mean, I just assumed it was successful in casting it.
The flames, they're on the wall, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you
Are they on the
walked in,
statues?
no, it's just sort of on the walls illuminating the room. When you walked in, they did coalesce into a vision, though. So you know there's something magical about them.
I am very tentatively going to just reach out and touch the flame.
Boop. It doesn't burn you. It almost tickles a little bit just from its magical essence interacting with your skin, but it doesn't affect you at all, and it doesn't seem to dissipate or anything. It just remains.
I push on the door. Without just push on the door, see if it's open.
What's your strength?
Strength is just
the flat number.
It's a 12.
So as you
12.
push, nothing happens. You're just like, ooh, it's a stone. It is definitely a stone.
Now I try with 2 hands.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Aww. It's locked. And my eyes like brighten up.
It's not magically locked.
Yeah, you don't even see like a little keyhole or anything, or a latch or a bar.
I'm just going all.
Okay.
I'm looking all around.
I mean, you saw him like
Yeah,
straight
me
up
too.
try to push it, and it didn't budge.
All right. I'm gonna join Pann and just kind of like feeling along the edge of the door, along the wall.
Okay. It feels like it should be able to like push open. There's no reason why it shouldn't be
I'm
open.
looking for like a mechanism, a latch.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing
Something.
on this side at all. As you guys saw the Kender doing it, you know the Kender isn't exactly a super strong person. So
Sure.
maybe he just requires a little more force than he has to offer.
All right, I'm going to help the Kender push.
Okay. Well, as you walk forward, you start pushing it. What your strength is 20, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it just starts moving slowly just by your sheer power. He just wasn't
Wow, it's
strong enough to
locked!
open it.
It's locked to everyone but dwarves.
I
Realistically,
don't-
dwarves probably helped build this.
don't think it's locked, Pann.
Okay.
Oh,
It
I just tell
creaks
people, I
open.
tell folks to stand behind me. I'm just going to work my way through.
Okay.
Move my way up.
So, the long chamber blazes with violet flame. The walls are lined with alcoves, which lie bodies wrapped in yellowed cloth. A brazier rests at the end of the hall. A section of wall has been smashed to the southwest, creating a crude tunnel to the catacombs beyond. To the southeast stands a closed stone door. And we see another vision. The violet flames coalesce into the form of the knight from the previous vision is cast out from a group of other knights. The scene fades into a wedding between the knight and the elf woman from the previous vision, and the flames dissipate once again. And you see this long hallway with a broken section, and the entire room is lit up.
wow!
I mean, it's dim
That was
light, but it's
amazing.
still light.
That's the same
Sven,
night
how did you
and
make that
elf I
happen?
saw.
What do you mean, the same night and elf you saw?
when I came down here before, that's the knight and the elf I saw.
Oh, the lady must be that villain lady, and that knight must be like some dude that she's in love with.
You find holy places have mechanisms to tell parables, so the faithful can remember the tales.
I take off running down the hall.
Okay. She's like, ah!
It's like Indiana Jones. Next thing it's going to be...
Yeah. No.
I just imagine like all the sarcophagus opening up.
It's just a nightmare. Now, as you go running down, you see all these dead bodies and they're all wrapped and stuff, but it's pretty silent, you know, other than just the sound of the flames, sort of that burning sound that's ever present. And the brazier just has this purple light emanating out of it. You can put your hands in it. It doesn't burn you. It doesn't affect you. You just see
any of the knights have any objects that look particularly enticing to a Kender? So
the 15 Forgotten Knights of Solamnia here, they're wearing rusted plate armor and they have long swords. But nothing really... Like, are you going to search through the bodies? Like, what are you planning on doing?
Well, after I came down here and I went up to the corner up here, I'm starting to look and like I'm touching the body to see like what if it's real, and going, is there someone inside here? Hello?
Okay.
I'm
And knock on it.
expecting the Cophiscus.
As you touch the body, I need initiative.
Oh, God. Kender. From everybody?
Yes. All right, so initiative there.
Nice.
4. Look at you.
Beautiful.
I'm just like,
You're just super.
I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Janek, it's your turn. You lose sight of him. You see, what's his name? Sven is examining one or looking at one of the alcoves with the knights in it. And you just sort of, this is what you see. Nothing happens as of yet.
You do hear a knocking down the hall, though.
this is obviously a sacred place. I would advise some respect be shown.
You're calling it out down the hall.
Yep.
I'll just slowly, I guess, normal walking speed, kind of move up. I'm not gonna touch anything. I mean, I've probably been in enough places where there's like weird dead bodies just to be like, yeah, all right, let's just go to the next door. So I'm not really like touching, but I'm also not like nervous or scared. I'm just walking forward.
Right.
That's
so
it.
as you get
I don't see anything yet. That's it.
As you walk into that space, you do notice that there was 2 forms that materialized. And they look like ghostly forms of knights that have materialized, and they seem to have some sort of intention. It's not their turn, so you can't really tell what they're going to do as of yet. But you did see them materialize as you passed by. So you know something is here.
I'll pull out my weapons, but I'm going to hold action because if they're not going to attack me, I'm not going to initiate that attack.
So the trigger, just so I'm clear, the trigger is if they attack you, you'll attack.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this is this knight's turn. You see him just drift. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, dang it. You see him, what's their move? 60-foot hover. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You see him just like float, drift over, just with intentions like, touch nothing! And it strikes out at Pann.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
It's a 25 to hit, so it strikes you. You take 21 damage, necrotic damage. I need you to give me a saving throw of Constitution, please.
Okay. 21 damage. Drops me down to 10 hit points. You said a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, I got a 20, dirty 20.
Nice. Still, 20 is a 20. That's
So
great.
Sorry.
So you're struck by, you're just like, oh, you don't feel like it affected you the same way the other wraiths did outside of the castle, but you feel like this is the same type of entity. This is what it's sort of looking like in the chat. Touch nothing. Pann, it is your turn.
All right. All right. All right. I put my hands in the air, drop my whooping. I won't touch anything. I close my eyes and just kind of stand there, hands in the air.
Okay. Not exactly an apology, but okay. Is that all you're doing for your turn?
Yeah, because I heard the dwarf, and I guess I broke a rule that I didn't know. And you know, whenever you break a rule, Nana tells you got to put your hands in the air so people can see them.
Everyone knows that. Yeah, sure. Okay. So this second skeletal creature, 5, 10, goes right through your body. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Your hands are up in the air, and it's just looming over you. Don't touch anything! And it strikes out at you. 21. So that one hits.
I wasn't!
I said no! This is 21 damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
I am at 0 hit. I'm below 0 hit points.
I still need the Constitution saving throw real quick.
Okay. That's a 13.
13. Okay. So the target dies if the effect reaches its hit point maximum of 0. The wraith targets a human within 10 feet that has been dead for no longer than 1 minute and died violently. Okay. So you drop down after this thing attacks you, and you just feel your life draining away as you're laying there. Sven, you are up. Is he back? Yeah. Okay.
Great. So looks like
So you don't actually know what happened. You just saw the spirit materialize behind you, pass by you, and then you heard the Kender yell out, "Okay, I won't touch anything." And then another one materialized past Janek and moved down the hallway. I don't know. Did you scream or anything when you dropped down?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like,
Ah! I don't know if there's a prone button.
So you see these two forms just sort of floating.
Great. And then they attacked him.
You can't see, but you did hear him scream.
Okay. Well, I head over. That's my movement. I'm going to head over there.
Okay.
They didn't attack me, so it looks like they might not be aggressive with me. Let's see what happens when they move away from him.
Okay.
If they move away from him.
Torgan.
I'm going to move down to here, see what happens.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, I can't really
Okay.
see or do anything else. That's a maximum of 25, didn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all I'm really doing.
All right. Janek. So no one has eyes on Pann, but you did hear him scream, and you heard them as they're moving, touch nothing.
I'm going to move there.
So you see his body laying on the ground.
Should be able to see Pann, right?
Yeah, it's laying on the ground.
Oh, no. How many is my... Ooh. One of them walked right through me,
Yeah.
right? So I...
You just felt really
All right,
strange.
I'm going to assume I can walk right through them.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash next to Pann.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I can try to. I don't know what I'd have to do. Medicine?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm not
it's a-
proficient
I
in
think it's
medicine.
like a DC
but...
10 medicine check just to stabilize.
All right. I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, Yeah, you don't seem to really know what to do, but you're doing your best to sort of like, put pressure on him, or I don't know, maybe CPR. I don't even know what that is. I mean, you're just not sure what to do.
Yeah. Trying to
like,
find like a wound, anything. I'm sorry, Colin. What was your character's name?
Torgan. I'm an idiot.
Torgan?
I should have channeled a short rest at the end of the turn. I'm a muppet.
Well, no one
So I'm
really
just
had
gonna
time
call
for that.
Torrent.
That was the hours.
Yeah. Torrent! I'm
Yes.
just going to yell down the hall. We need you!
I'm coming. I can only.
So yeah. So as you say that, it's now this guy's turn. He looks over at you, and you see him sort of mutter in some unknown language, and Pann actually starts animating his body and lifts up, and he is a specter. He has come back to life as a specter. And let's see.
Real quick. While it happens, you see he's holding his grandmother's pipe and he's playing the song from the Titanic that is like, do 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 do.
And as he rises as a specter, it's going to act on Pann's turn, but this is basically what it looks like here if you look in chat. It's really just a ghostly apparition, also in violet flames. And it just repeats, touch nothing. Pann.
Oh, I've been looking in the wrong chat.
So your character has officially been turned into a specter from this wraith, and you no longer are Pann at all. You're just a specter.
This would be the greatest monster of all time, a Kender specter.
You don't really have any control over yourself. You just feel this intense desire to drain life from anything and everything around until you hear an apology. And until you get that apology, you don't even know why you need it. It's just this urge you have. And so you don't feel aggressive toward anyone because you were the one that, was touching the corpses. But you just feel like if anyone messes with any one of these things, I'm going to drain their life and it is going to make me feel good. Ease the pain of being undead for just the briefest of moments. And that's really all that drives you, is that need, that hunger. But again, you don't really need to attack anyone because no one that's remaining here has touched anything. You just feel compelled to remain until an apology is made. So that's your character's turn. The next specter moves back here and looks down the hall. Touch nothing while you remain. And that's his turn. So Sven, you're up.
They don't seem hostile.
Not to what you can see. You don't even know 100% that Pann has risen as what he's risen as. All you know is that Pann was clearly hurt. Janek ran to him and was calling out for Torgan.
Okay, let's.
So as soon as you round that corner, you see Pann's corpse on the ground, and you see this specter over him, just floating there. It looks exactly like he did in real life, only more ghastly and terrifying.
Got it. So I turn to to Janek. How do we fix this? What do we need to do?
I don't even know what happened.
Famous last words of a Kender. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man. I call over to.
I just came over and he was on the ground, and then this thing rose out. We need the cleric. We need Torgan.
Yeah.
Well, I can only move 5 squares at a time, so I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to do anything, Torgan, it's your turn.
Right. Obviously, I move forward, and I can see the spectre. Yeah.
After you move, you see the wraith in front of you. If you move forward, then you can see the specter if you have sight to Pann's body.
I don't, but I heard what the spectre said. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, I say, hold, fallen warrior. We're only passing through. Apologies if we caused any offense. That is not our intention. We will respect your wishes.
Okay, you see them salute you, they sort of raise their sword up to their chest, and then they just dissipate. And the air itself moves away. The spirit, the specter, dissipates as well, and you just see Pann's lifeless corpse on the ground.
Do I?
We're out of
Like,
initiative, so you guys can do it.
I might have stuff on
We want to stabilize him, and then we probably should take a long rest.
He's clearly seems past any
Like he's-
aid. He's dead. Once he's been raised up as a specter, he's dead. Like not even a lesser restoration is going to bring him back. That was unfortunately the consequence of failing that Constitution saving throw after the life drain. Put him to 0. So Ulrich opens his eyes up there. Arjan is looking at him. Claritin is standing over him. And he's like, you just feel this, like you need to go help. You need to go do something.
I feel a disturbance.
There's a
in the
disturbance
force.
in the
Something
force.
something cried out, and now it's silence.
So Arjan tells you what happened down there. He's like, I need to have a Snickers. So if you want to go take a look, I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute.
I go to the feeling of where I feel like I'm needed.
Okay. So it's gonna take you some time to get down here.
That's fine.
But if you want to move down here, we can play that out. So you guys are standing in here. I'm gonna remove all the turns here on this since we're done with that. What do you want to do? You're sitting in here. You got Pann's corpse. Poor Kender. Really, is that not the ultimate end for every Kender?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not curiosity killed the cat. It's curiosity killed the Kender.
Yeah.
I would say forget the Kender, but I don't think that's the right setting for
The
that.
wrong campaign.
I think we should remove the body from this place. He's obviously not meant to be here. We don't wish to cause more offense.
So also keep in mind that you guys were trying to stop someone that came down here. Like,
Yeah.
she told you, Lidara, when she appeared to you, she said, go down there. Don't let him get the object. So you know that there's some sort of time issue at hand. Now, remember, you see that stone door in front of you. I think that's Sven. You also saw a corroded sort of tunnel earlier on this section. So that's sort of what you're seeing.
Okay, we probably we may have lost a companion, so we probably should leave. We're going to have to leave him here while we continue to investigate.
Yeah, I think I agree. Just gonna look at Pann. Sorry, buddy. We'll be back for you. And then
Take the door and work our way through this door.
yeah,
Want to go through the
I think
corridor?
so.
Okay. So are you
Was it-
opening the
Again,
door or
careful.
someone else? Or
Not
Yeah.
to touch
Gonna-
anything.
as you press on the door,
I'll be right behind you.
it seems to easily open. Oh, shit. I just got rid of you guys. All right, let me read this really quick to you. Violet flames engulf this room, dancing across the... Is this the right? Yeah. Dancing across the walls with faded mosaics of blacksmiths forging gleaming weapons. Bars seal off alcoves to the north and south. To the west, weapons hang on the walls. A crude tunnel has been punched through the south wall here. And you see another vision. The knight receives a vision from a beam of divine light. As his wife pleads with him, he dons his armor and mounts his steed, then heads off, and the violet flames coalesce back onto the walls. And you're left with this room as it is.
So the door's open.
Yeah, you opened it, you saw that vision, and now it just looks like this open room you're seeing in front of you.
It's the same knight and elf that we saw in the other 2 visions?
Yeah, you're not supposed to see that yet. Sorry. Yes, it was the exact same night. And the elf was like pleading with him, and he mounted his horse and left after getting some sort of divine vision.
Okay.
Torgan completely understands.
Kind of come in. Yeah, I'll stick kind of one step behind Sven.
Okay.
But I do just kind of want to glance. Those alcoves there are empty.
Yeah, this one right here and this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are empty.
Okay.
So you have these sealed tombs to the north and south here.
I'll just move
And
down
then
with
you
the
see
group.
weapons all across these walls. And then, of course, this
Let's
right
leave
here.
the tombs for now.
Oh, one of those axes would be handy right now, but
So as you're looking
Nope.
at...
not
Are
going to
you guys looking through this space at all? Or are you just standing where you are?
Well, I mean, I think let's kind of
Just
slowly
keep moving?
going down the hall.
Yeah.
Don't touch
So once
anything.
you get to this point, you can see in the northern tomb, it contains a skeleton clutching an axe. And it looks like this sort of magnificent, pristine battle axe. The south tomb seems to be empty except for an amulet with a smith's hammer. And you immediately recognize that, Colin, as a Reorc's holy symbol down here.
I just kneel in front of it and just give a quick blessing and hope that they had a swift and painless death.
Okay. You just feel divine light from Reorc sort of flood that small room, and you just feel better for a moment.
Cool. No, I'm not touching anything. No, stop trying to go this. I'm not touching anything.
Nah. So when you
just shiny things,
When-
the shiny things. The thing is like, no, Adam, not doing it.
Here's some
Be
more shiny
respectful.
things. When you get sight in this particular area, you do on this wall with a bunch of armor that's rusted and rotted away. You see this breastplate that does not look normal. It's like this sort of a link mail type metal. You see a longsword that's still pristine, and you see this shroud that looks almost like a poncho, but it's almost like made of leaves, and that's all on that sort of weapons rack propped up.
Where's the axe with the skeleton?
Right here.
Hands in pockets.
Candy, there's candy.
Hands in pockets.
He's all staring at like,
I know. The temptation.
I just gently place a restraining hand. Not a good idea.
Leonidas
Let's be
in chat is
respectful to
saying
the
he's
dead.
taking odds on you guys touching things.
So tempting.
Just let
All
me know
right.
what you do.
I take the other dwarf's advice and then I head back to here.
Okay, let me see. That is an open doorway. You see this tunnel heading to the south. Those of you who are the two dwarves, you notice that this was done recently. Much in the same way as the other tunnel did earlier. At this point, Ulrich, you are at these stairs. I don't know if you saw that or not. But... All right, so
Yeah, Chestlove, guide me.
you see a little line drawn on the ground. It's like, follow the
There's a
line.
beacon.
It's yellow brick road.
So
So do you guys want to go into this next room over to the west, or do you want to examine the tunnel, or what do you want to do in this space?
we need to find out what was
Go that
stolen.
way.
You want to go over this way?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the door's not there, so as you...
Why can't specters be useful? Like, instead of getting all antsy and stuff, like, stay for a
protecting.
minute, chat, tell us what's been stolen, and point us in the way of the villain, and this would save a lot of time. But no, they have to get all humpy about stuff, don't they?
Yeah. Okay, so mosaics of knights riding armored stallions cover the walls of this room and are lining in violet flames. To the east lies a shattered stone door, and the north of it gapes a tunnel that leads back to the catacomb entrance. At the west end of the room stands a statue of a rearing horse and 2 stone doors leading south. And you see 2 creatures appear. 2 skeletal horses just materialize as soon as you take a step in the room. And then we get another vision. So let's see, where's my visions? The knights encounter the attendants of the elf woman from the first vision. They taunt him and point back the way he came. The knight slays them all and turns back home in a rage, and the violet flames coalesce back into the walls. Ulrich, if you want to use this tunnel, you're free to.
I will head down and do I hear anything?
Yeah, you hear them talking. And now you can see Sven on the other end of the hall. You actually don't know who Sven is. Ulrich doesn't.
Oh, there. Who goes there?
Sven. Fynn the Barbarian, the Dwarven Barbarian.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend. Step forward and be recognized.
Is there any way if I could jump over this this body without actually like disturbing it? Because this character holds respect for the dead.
Yeah.
And would not want to do anything that would jostle or bother them.
Yeah, as if you're careful, you can like stand up on the edge of it, step around it, jump down into the tunnel. In the tunnel, it seems big enough that you can just stand up and walk through. It looks like it was just broken through by some sort of crazy, powerful force.
Hello there. I have awoken. My name is Ulrich.
I have awoken.
I'm the follower of Chesla. She demands that I come this way.
So you look around, you don't recognize anyone that's here.
Nope. But I do have the feeling that I should be here, right? This is the...
Arjan told you that you should go down here and help, so he at least has the blessing of it. This is so ham-fisted. But anyway, that's where we are. So what are you guys doing? You see the 2 skeletal horses materialize at the far end.
I go back and I tell, does the other party know behind me? The other dwarf?
Yeah, they heard you talking, and they at least Janek can see as he sort of steps through on the other side.
So I mentioned to them, we have visitors. We have a visitor.
So Janek is aware of Ulrich. Ulrich's not aware of Janek because, of course, she was there, when rescuing him from Wheel Watch Outpost.
Okay.
I know not why I'm here. But I'm called. What's going on here?
Can we move?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yep. Has something been stolen? Has something been removed from this place that shouldn't have?
No one knows.
I have no idea. Why are you down here? All I know is I was prompted by my god to come this way.
Before we continue, should we take a quick break? It's been a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, time's flying.
Yeah. Let's take a break, and we'll pick it up after a couple minutes. We'll just let me know in Skype when you guys are all back. Thank you guys for watching live. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
Sounds the plan.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in live and watching. Just quick shout out to Chris. Thank you for donating to the Wounded Warrior Project. Each one of these live gaming sessions, I have a charitable organization, typically having to do with the military. And, you know, any donations go directly to them, and I do appreciate it. So, okay, so this is where we are. We are in the middle of this room, surrounded in these violet flames. We see two skeletal horses at the far end that do not seem to be, I don't know, you can't really tell. They're just skeletons. They don't have facial expressions. So what do you guys want to do?
So my character, last thing I said was, so why are we here? What are you doing here? I know I've been sent by my god, but
Probably
who
not
are
the
you?
best to describe what we're doing here, but we're, oh boy, who wants to fill me in on just giving this guy the quick high-level update?
You don't have to go through every single detail, just if you just want to
I
do
was
kind of
here
quick.
because I was following the other guy. I forget what his name is.
Pann, the Kender?
Arjan.
No, not the Kender.
Oh, Arjan, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So as far as you guys know, you came down into this tunnel because like initially the Knights of Solamnia came in to talk to the governing body. Those turned out to be undead creatures. And then as soon as you defeated Caradoc, who said he was up there, you know, sort of buying time for his lord and master, another spirit or entity or this figure that Ulrich, you would have seen before back at Ispin's funeral at the very beginning of this entire campaign. She said that you need to hurry. You have to stop him from getting a weapon from this tomb down here. And so you guys came running down here to try to stop someone from getting something. You literally don't know who or what. You can make some pretty educated guesses at this point, but since Ulrich hasn't seen any of those visions, he wouldn't know.
It appears that some holy relic is about to be stolen. It may have been already. We're here to try and stop or return it. There's a darkness that has appeared. I was trying to destroy this place, and we must be guided to the path of light and try and rectify things.
The tunnel that I'm in right now, Adam, is it? Does it look like it's fresh, like it's new, or is it something that's been here a while?
You'd have to ask one of the dwarves. If you have stone shaping as a skill, as a sort of a racial trait, you would know that it is recent.
Do these tunnels, the one that I'm in now, are they new? Do they dwarves? I mean, I assume you would understand the stonework. Forgive me if that is insensitive of me.
Dwarves,
Not
you
at
know.
all. We appreciate being recognised for our skills. Obviously, I can't speak for my companion here. I wouldn't have presumed to do so. I take a look.
Yeah.
And yeah, notice that it is. Yeah, these seem to be pretty recent, and this one as well.
Mhm.
Then we pass that, and we notice that too.
Yep.
There's
Then your
another tunnel
culprit-
behind us, which also seems to be recent. Strange things are afoot here.
Your culprit must be using these tunnels then. Let us follow the tunnels, and maybe we will avoid any hazards.
I second that. I think that because we have to act with a sense of urgency here. It looks like someone else has got the same plan of digging these trenches the way that they have to get where they want to be quickly. It looks like they cut a path in getting there.
Right. So if you have a stone cutting trait, just give me a wisdom check. So that's going to be the two dwarves.
I don't think I do. I mean, could I
Oh,
still?
really? I thought the dwarves had them.
Let me see here. Racial traits. Yeah, I do have stone cutting.
Okay. So just a wisdom check, please.
Okay.
And you can do it as well, Torgan, if you'd like.
All right, I was going to say it was 19 or
22.
22.
19 as well. So you guys know that this destruction recently occurred, and this narrow passage is dangerously
Understood.
unstable. The one that you're standing in right here. This one is dangerously unstable.
Okay, we probably, if we were to use this path, we probably need to get through it quickly.
Is there a way to make it? What do you mean by quickly? What's wrong with it?
It's not stable. So if we get caught in combat or caught in here, it could come down at any time.
Do we have a way of stabilizing it, or do we just wish to rush through quickly?
Let's just get through it quickly.
Yeah, there's no time.
Who's going to be the first one?
I'll go through.
Can I turn into a wolf and go through?
I just need to know who's going to go in first. You can definitely turn into a wolf.
I'll go in.
Okay, go.
So the first person that goes in, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
With this, can I use my? Actually, it wouldn't be a spell, would it? Or
I don't know what
something
you're referring
your
to.
Freshword. Hang on. I think I'll find it. Danger sense. You have an advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while you're not blinded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives me advantage on a dex.
It's very helpful, actually.
First roll's 18.
Okay, so you go in there. The 18 does it.
Okay. All right.
You walk 5 feet in, and you see the far end of the tunnel collapsing. And so you immediately jump back out as the entire path clogs up, like from above, and just collapses in on itself.
Oh boy. All right.
So it is now blocked.
Looks like we're going this way then, huh? Sorry, fellas.
I think caution's advised here.
Okay, since I didn't turn into a wolf because I didn't go through, I'm going to look at this room. What did you say was in this room again?
Okay, so in this room on the wall, just to your north, you see a very shiny longsword surrounded by a bunch of rusted old weapons. You see this breastplate that's made of like this thin chain link. It's like in pristine condition. It has this sort of blue aura. You see this sort of poncho-looking piece of fabric that looks like it's like made of leaves. There's something that you could probably put over your head and shoulders and most of your upper torso. Those are the things that you see right there.
Do I see anything special about them? Like, do they seem?
I mean, they're the only things that aren't rotted away.
So they look magical almost. And is there anything in this room that makes this look like it's a room that is, like, it looks like it's just a normal arms room, right? Old weapons are on the floor.
Yeah, with like the sconces on the walls and stuff. This looks like it's a room that honors crafters of Solamnia and Solamnic Night crafters and dwarves that help them.
And the cloak doesn't look like it's elvish in any way?
I'm not sure how you would know the...
I don't. I just making sure.
It looks delicate, and it looks incredibly finely crafted. It looks stunning. I mean, it's... Again, it could just be in juxtaposition to the rusted, broken, crappy stuff around it, but it looks impressive.
And what is it he's looking at?
I'm looking up here.
It's a sort of, I don't know how to describe it without saying what it is. It's sort of like a poncho made of leaves.
I kneel down in front of everything, and I kind of just say a small blessing or a small prayer, saying, Cheslov, if this be your will, if these items will help me on my quest, please tell me and give me a sign. And I just basically kneel and I pray and I say, and if I don't feel anything after a while, I'll look around and just examine them a little bit.
Yeah, you don't really.
I wouldn't touch those if I were you.
Why would you say that?
Because the last guy that touched things died.
Yeah,
I see.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. I'm sitting here wondering why aren't they interested? And now I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Because the dude died.
Because we literally just watched Pann die. Because he touched
After being told not to touch anything
funny.
Having to apologise profusely to the spirits that killed one of our party.
Yep.
So we're kind of not...
I'm back on track.
Well, you guys didn't see him touch anything, actually, but yeah, I get you.
He's a Kender. He touched
two
things.
ghosts, yeah, when you have two spirits going, do not touch anything. It's like, oh, after the kill, it's like, yep.
But that was
Message received and understood.
No, so I get no prompting, right, from that there's anything wrong with these, or that.
You don't feel good or bad or anything. You just.
Well, I just reach out and I touch the cloak because for some reason the cloak is interesting.
Okay. You pick it up and it. Let me show you.
You're not a Kender anymore.
Does he?
No.
This is what it looks
give
like.
Give it a wee head and shake her down. Not a Kender. Not a Kender.
That's what it looks like in the chat.
Cool.
Okay.
Put it on.
I pick it up and does it do anything? Like, does anything happen?
No. It rustles a little bit as you pick it up off the little stand that it was on. It appears to be made of autumn leaves woven together, and that's really all you get from this.
All right, I will don it, as I think this has something special about it.
Not a hard word.
Okay. You put it on your body, and it feels very comfortable. It feels nice. It doesn't really do anything that you can tell.
When Chestlove gives you tools to help you in your adventures, sometimes it's worth touching them and verifying that they work.
So I've been wondering about this axe, and I see this guy just come right up, grab something.
Right. You gonna touch it?
I was called pedo about an hour ago.
Oh, man.
Don't touch it! It's evil.
Maybe not touching the burial sites.
Okay, this is what it looks like as you get up close and examine it.
So nice looking.
But nice knowing you guys.
It's just glowing?
No, it's not really glowing. It's just pristine looking.
So it looks like it's for good? Pristine clean? Or...
It's subjective. All you know is it looks glorious compared to anything else down here. And
it attached to?
Arguably, it looks, as good or better as what you're using right now.
Oh, boy.
Bet you it needs a good coat of linseed oil.
And this is a great axe, a two-handed
Boiled linseed oil?
This is a battle axe.
So it's one-handed.
Yeah, it's versatile.
At least once a week, not once a month.
I grab it. I take it.
Okay. So, as far as mechanically, it's just going to act as a traditional battle axe. I don't know if you need any stats for that or not. And then until you guys can sort of attune with it or examine it magically, that's just kind of what it looks like.
All right.
Well, what the heck?
I know, it's not fair.
Okay, what other
I
weapons
come
were on?
walking
Now
out.
I'm curious. What
Is
other
this a
weapons
lesser
were on?
timber?
Swinging axe.
So there's the longsword and then there's the breastplate.
There's breastplate too?
It's it's made of like fabric and it's like small chains. It's not like a big bulky metal breastplate, and it's not like a chainmail.
Hey, Dwarf.
Proficient in a long
Looks like it's
sword.
Dwarf.
Did you
All
say
right.
you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and grab the longsword.
Reach out,
Oh.
touch faith. All right. You grab the longsword, and it just sort of like gleams in the light as you pick it up. It feels incredibly well balanced. It feels finely, visually, it looks finely crafted. You see like little etching of magical language up that you can't really read, but you know that this is definitely a very special weapon.
I'm gonna switch my short sword to my offhand and use the longsword as my
You even wield
my
a battle
primary.
axe?
What?
Are you dual wielding?
Yeah.
I turn to you. Is this anything of use that would be of use to you? And I with that axe.
I more of a sword gal. I don't really know how to use the axe.
Okay. All right. I turned to the dwarf. I says, "There's some nice armor there that maybe may interest you."
Yeah.
I reach up, I grab it and I hand it to you and I say, I think Reorx would want you to take this. Do I recognize the symbol of Reorx on his chest or no?
Give me a religion check.
Religion. Nope, never mind. Sorry, I did not say that at all.
Okay. Yeah,
My character's kind of perplexed. It's like, what did we do to offend the spirits in the other chamber?
I don't know.
Is there something coming?
You don't see anything appearing. You saw those two horses, skeletal horses at the end of the hall, but
They're not charging towards us.
no. So did anyone take the breastplate, or is
I'll take the breastplate. Yeah,
Cool.
sit down.
Are you going to put it on?
Put it on.
Yeah, because of
Put it
nothing
on.
else.
So this is a light, flexible metal. You can actually wear it under your normal clothes, and it. I can't really tell you anything else until you sort of look into it.
For the purposes of adding this the equipment to like my equipment list, the longsword, do I just add a normal longsword?
No, I'm just for mechanics. It's a +1 longsword.
Okay. And then we'll deal with what it actually is
Later.
Well,
later.
that is kind of exactly what it is. But you don't know, that's all it is. You just, or you don't even know it's a +1. You just know that it's a finely crafted weapon, and it's nice.
Got it.
The mechanics of that axe are the same. It's a +1, but you have to attune yourself to it to really get anything from it.
Oh, the axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll hold on to it and wait. Cause the great axe is attuned.
Okay.
There's oh, sorry, go ahead.
So now it looks like we got some new pimping items here. I turn to the group. We should probably keep moving here and not antagonize the horses here that we see up ahead of us.
Horses, you say? And I look at this, and to look at the horses, they're unnatural dead, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
I don't know if this will work with undead horses, but I speak to them saying, "Hello, noble horse spirits. Why are you here?"
I'm sorry, I'm looking for the names here. We are Zeriev and Steelwind. We are here to protect this passage.
What things are you protecting it from?
Anyone who is trying to disrupt the peace and sanctity of those buried herein.
I understand. So, if we do not disrupt those who are buried here, you mean us no harm?
Correct.
We do know that someone from my friends have told me, my new acquaintances, that someone has come to steal something dark, something that they should not have taken. And have you seen them?
We have seen a creature shrouded in darkness break through the wall behind you and disappeared through the other room.
We are here to stop them for whatever they do. We promise we will touch nothing else and disrupt no slumber of those who sleep here.
You see them bow their heads and they sort of vanish into thin air, and on the ground you see this small little statuette of a horse in their place.
Does it look like the statuette is it like a handheld little thing? Is that what you're talking
It's
about?
like a little charm.
Okay. Just love. Thank you for your guidance and wisdom. And I ask the party, are any of you spellcasters or arcane?
I mean, I know how to do some tricks.
This statuette that's left here, maybe an offering left by these horses. I'm not sure if it will be beneficial or not, but maybe if you wish to take a look.
I don't really know what I'd be looking for.
I see. I walk over to the statuette and I kneel down and I pray to Cheslov and I say, Cheslov, if this be something that I should not take or should not pick up, or let me know. And I sit there for a moment and just wait for a sign. I know I'm not going to get one, but
well, you get a sensation that this is a gift, like you had engaged with these spirits and they left a gift for you.
I will pick it up and I will see if anything happens.
Okay, nothing has happened as of yet. You do feel like this has some sort of dormant power of some sort, because these gifts don't just magically appear out of nowhere, so you know there's something to it.
I will put it inside one of my bags, and we'll have to have it looked at later.
Okay.
The doors.
Yep.
Shall we continue? We must stop whoever is the dark entity is that is going to do something dastardly here.
Janek's just like hiding back there. I don't want to be involved in this. Screw your door.
I
Hey,
guess we
Kender was-
shall.
Go ahead.
Right. Are we doing this then?
So you push it open, Sven?
Guess we're doing
I
this
think
then.
we should open you up. The
Okay.
door.
Are there two doors?
With your strength, yeah. Only
I'll do
it
that
takes a
then.
combined strength of 20 in order to push them open, though.
I do it with my pinky. Check this out.
It's more like stone, like. Okay, and this is what you see. This chamber blazes with violet flames. In the middle of the room, steps lead up to a sleek marble monument etched with hundreds of lines of text. Doors lead from the room to the north and to the east. And you see another vision. The knight slays his wife. Let's see. Slays his wife, and the world around him crumbles and burns. The knight burns as well, but he doesn't fall. His armor fuses with his body. His eyes blaze with flames, and he becomes a terrifying, deathless figure. And the flames return to the walls.
Do I recognize this? Is this the first time my characters have seen this thing? I have a good history.
Time. Let's give me a history check, please.
Okay, let's see. I do have that as a trained
intelligence history.
skill.
Yeah.
And let's see what I get here. That is a 13.
13 is not enough. Damn
All
it.
right.
So close.
Lovely.
Yeah, very, very
Lovely.
close.
So none of
Can
us
we
know
go-
what we're walking into.
Can I have a wee go?
Yeah, if you liked it.
Yeah, I'll be going.
Yeah, you're like, wait a second. I know what
Hold
this
on.
is. Okay, so let me get to what
Oh,
you
I'm not going in first.
discover. So you realize that this figure and what you've been seeing has been Lord Soth's history. Lord Soth is a famous Solamnic knight. He's the Order of the Rose. He ruled the province of Nightland before it was known as Nightland. The gods gave Soth an opportunity to redeem himself in ancient times and prevent the cataclysm, but he didn't complete his quest, and the cataclysm occurred. Soth's failure contributed to the widespread distrust of the Knights of Solamnia. Soth's fate is a mystery, but his home, Dargard Keep, is known to be cursed and a haunted ruin. And now you realize that Caradoc was Lord Soth's seneschal, and that's how you knew that name. So you know that Caradoc was holding you all busy while Soth came in here and did whatever he was trying to do. So whether he's completed or not, you don't know, but you know if you're supposed to be facing off against Lord Soth, you are not going to get out of this alive. He's a death.
Relay this to the group with hushed urgency of we may be biting off more than we get chew here.
The gods are with us. We must move forward. I know that I feel this prompting that we must go this way, even if we do walk into our deaths.
And the force is with me.
Wait.
Nah.
I did not sign up to die.
I'm not saying that we will die, but
Let's
I'm
put a
saying
pin
that we
in
must
that.
trust in the gods.
If that's what we have to do,
You
that's what we
can
have
put
to do.
your trust in your gods. I put my trust in my skills, and if this guy's more than we can handle,
So you
Can I reassure her?
I mean, role play it. I mean, what are you trying to reassure her from?
Well, I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can reassure, because I understand her feelings. I'm trying to just comfort, but I'm just basically saying, one thing I know for certain is I had a vision. When I was sleeping during the time I was injured, I saw the world burning. And Cheslov has told me that I need to stop being the prey. I need to be the hunter. And we need to hunt down whatever the enemy is that balance. And I believe this Lord Soth, that this kind dwarven priest has given us, the information tells me that he is darkness, and he is part of Takhisis' plot to disrupt balance. If we do not work together and we do not move forward, darkness will overthrow the land, and everything that you love will be destroyed. So, I believe death is definitely something that none of us want, but I would give my life willingly to protect those who are innocent from that darkness. Who is with me?
Oh, not even a hesitation. I'm like, Reorg sent me here. I was told to be here. There was a reason. Not this must be it. No other way I would find myself down here. It's my time. It's my time.
It's our
But we
time
need to
down
be
here.
Careful. All right. I'm kind of touched by the speech, but I'm still kind of like, I was fully unprepared for battle. I was carrying out the functions of a healer, but
Looks like Sven is in. So you see that monument in front of you, tons of, just hundreds and lines of names of knights that have served the order. And just quickly going through it, you actually see like Knight Vogler as a name. There's Knight Jandin, which means nothing to you guys, but there's just a bunch of different knight names.
Dixon Glowstar.
That
Well,
sounds like
I
a
mean-
porno name.
If it was my guess, I'd believe these are the names of those who have been laid to rest here for honorable service.
Yeah.
Cleric, want to do a history check? And then is there stairs all the way to the top of this podium?
No, it's just a step up to the larger monument with names on it. And it's
Okay.
like 360. It goes all the way around. As far as history goes, you just see, there's no way of knowing whether these were honored knights that lived here or were interred here, but they are listed here as honorable knights. And that's kind of all you're getting from it.
Okay, I'm going to keep moving.
Okay.
I'm looking down this path of where I'm facing now to see if
Sorry, that was just a little alcove. The square was hiding the doorway here. There's a doorway right here.
all right,
I'm going to push my way through this door.
Okay. A statue of a saluting knight of Solamnia stands in this room, along with two tall marble slabs etched with text. All three crackle with violet flames, and the spirit of a knight of Solamnia kneels before one of the slabs. A door leads to the west, and double doors lead to the east. As you enter, you see another vision of fire. In this particular time, you see it as skeletal visages leering at you from the flames, and those visages vanish. And it is just this spirit that is kneeling down.
Is the spirit at prayer?
You see her just sort of whispering to herself, doing a little bit of like rocking. You can assume that there's prayer, yeah.
I kneel down beside her and join in prayer. I give an offering to the knights. Bless these knights that have come before and still stand vigil. Give us strength to fight this darkness and do what we must. Give us guidance to what we need to do and where we need to be. We are your servants.
As you're like right next to her, you sort of just glance over and you see her face. You know, she sort of smiles to herself with her eyes closed as she's muttering to herself.
What is
I do
it?
the same. I just kneel down next to just listen to the dwarf's prayer and reverence. Follow what his example.
Cat. These guys are talking to the dead or befriend the dead here, the spirit. I'm just going to make my way towards this other door here.
Okay. So are you guys going to say anything to the spirit? You just going to move on? What do you want to do?
I wanted to start. I'm trying to get an indication from a spirit that's willing to speak.
You gotta say
Sister,
something.
may I disturb your contemplations?
You see her look up and turn and face you. Yes. What brings you here?
We were told that a darkness has come here to do harm, to steal something and disrupt your slumber. We are here to try and prevent it. Can you guide us to what we're meant to do? We're unfortunately confused and lost at the moment and not too sure of how to proceed.
My name is Knight Jandon. I am a knight of the Order of the Sword. I died during the Cataclysm. I can relay the history of this place, if you would listen.
Absolutely. I am Torin. I've forgotten my surname. Stampful. Brawnanvil. Cleric of Rourke. Always happy to listen.
Among the dead, entombed beneath Castle Kalaman, lies the body of Knight Xanas Salamir, a respected knight of the Order of the Crown. Salamir received a divine quest from the god Paladine years before the Cataclysm. Paladine told him the king priest of Istar had created a magical wonder in the east, a flying city, and in doing so, the king priest had enraged the metallic dragons that had long remained hidden on Krynn. Paladine asked Salamir tasked him with going to this flying city, assuaging the dragon's fury and convincing the king priest to return the city to the land. Salamir agreed. The knight knew his task was daunting, though decided to hedge his bets. He took his family's greatest treasure with him, an ancient dragon lance. Salamir and his fellow knights reached the king priest's flying city and stood before a flight of righteously furious metallic dragons. When the king priest refused to land the flying city, the dragons refused to leave. As the conflict escalated, Salamir used his dragon lance to slay the dragon's leader, the gold dragon Caraverix. As soon as Caraverix's blood touched the dragonlance, the weapon rusted away in Knight Salamir's hand. The dragons attacked, slaying Salamir and crashing the flying city. A handful of Salamir's loyal knights escaped, and they brought his body and his cursed dragonlance back to Kalaman. Both were interred beneath the city, where they remain. I was part of those knights. I returned Salamir's body to Kalaman. I lied. I twisted the truth. I reported that Salamir died defending people from rampaging evil dragons, and Salamir was entombed a hero. I regret this, knowing Salamir's disobedience and deeds contributed to the gods' disfavor and ultimately the cataclysm. I believe myself complicit in my fellow knight's disgrace. Will you take the weapon entombed with Salamir in the next chamber? Perhaps in your hands it can find redemption and the gods' favor. The flames blazing through the tombs are fire from the cataclysm. They used to be confined to Salamir's tomb, but now they run rampant. I do not know why. She looks up. Will you take up this task?
Absolutely. I knew there was a reason. I was called to be here. This must be my purpose. I will gladly take up arms and fight this evil.
She stands up and...
Dame Knight, you have... God's sake, sorry. You have atoned. Please be at peace.
She looks at you, faces you squarely, salutes. Es Sularis with Mythas. Good luck. And she just fades away.
Thank you for your service, Lady Knight.
Yeah, I see that happening, and then because we got to act with a little bit of sense of urgency here, I start making my way. Are we ready to push through, or is there anything else that we need to do here before we go?
No, let's do it. We know what we'll have to do now.
All right, let's do it.
I help you. Obviously, that's a cheaper.
I push through.
Before you push it through, can I change into a bear?
Yeah, you can do it at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Violet flames outline the tombs set into the walls of this spacious crypt. A heavy stone brazier sits empty near the room's center. A sarcophagus to the north lies in pieces at the mouth of a crumbling tunnel. A wall to the southeast is similarly broken. At the far end of the tomb, a flaming dais holds a sarcophagus sculpted with the image of a knight. A life-size sculpture of a dead dragon impaled with a spear curls around the sarcophagus. Something within this sarcophagus moves, slamming against the lid as the unnatural flames on the dais blaze with wild intensity. As you enter, the flames all around the walls once again show these visceral, skeletal images sort of snarling at you as they fade back and then recoalesce. The violet flames waver, forming ominous images once more. The terrifying knight from the last vision steps through the wall. He approaches the brazier at the room's center, above which roils a flaming orb. The knight holds up a scepter sculpted and with screaming faces. Once touched to the ball of flame, the scepter ignites, and the orb vanishes. The knight admires this flaming scepter, then points it at the ornate tomb and statue at the end of this room. Both burst into flames that spread throughout the entire crypt. The figure then moves to the south wall and vanishes. And you see the tomb.
So the DragonLance is gone.
You don't see a DragonLance at all. You didn't see that vision take a DragonLance either. You hear this sort of muffled pound that emanates from the sarcophagus at the far end of the room.
Are these liftable?
These pieces? Yeah, you can lift them if you want. They're
Is there
heavy.
a reasonably heavy one? Sven, help me here. And let's pick up a slab and set it on top of that tomb because I don't want anything.
Wait, I think we need to let it out. I can't speak, can I? I'm in bear form. Dang it. Never mind.
Unless did you transfer into Yogi Bear and go, I bet you dick basket?
Yeah. All right. So,
Or did you transform into Paddington Bear and then you could talk?
who am I helping here?
So Ulrich, since you're like right next to it, you see that the tomb bears the words Xanis Sarlamir, Knight of the Crown on it.
This is what the lady told us to come and to. So I think we should open it. So I, as a bear form, can I try to push the lid of the sarcophagus off, or is that impossible?
Oh, is Softbot buried here?
Give me a strength check,
Picked up the wrong end of the stick.
I'm probably going to be able to do this here, Derek. I'm going to assist him.
Okay, just strength checks.
I got a 14, I think. No, wait, what's that as a bear? Let's see.
Oh yeah, what would it be as a bear? You're just like. It doesn't matter. 14 is enough.
He transformed into a koala bear. Let's see what he rolls. We'll take him what type of bear he is.
It's like Ted. He's just like a talking teddy bear.
Teddy Russell.
Talking
He's
smack.
Pat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. This isn't the story channel, is it?
Where did he get the raincoat? That's weird. Yeah, no, just as the bear, you're just like, and you push it off, and it slides off and drops down, and you see this jump out. Let me show you here. Where is it?
Another ghost that wants to insert itself.
Oh, damn it. I put it on the wrong layer.
Ooh, he's kind of nifty.
So you see this jump out, just screaming, "Solamnia speaks! and I am alive! And this flaming sword just bursts up. Meet your doom!
So, can I get a reaction? Just swing and hit him in the forehead and knock him out as he comes out?
No, we are going to need initiative, I'm sorry to say. Let's see.
Don't let the dead bodies out of the tombs.
If we've said it once, we've said it a million times.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Let's go past off on top of the tomb. No. Not this party. Let's let the scary things with flame swords out. Okay,
so you guys are all around it. It bursts out. It is enraged.
I'm not around it.
Yeah, you're the only you and Torgan. So I just need initiative checks from everyone. Let me open this up.
Oh, was it not open yet?
Yes,
oh, what?
If you had a good one, you can tell me what it is, and I'll add you.
I'm over here, right? And I'm just like still trying to lift this, and it's obviously a bit heavier than I thought. I'm just like, what's going on?
All right, so we're missing Torgan.
What
was your initiative?
1? Did you not see it?
Oh, I did not see it. Sorry.
Hey, Torg.
It was a 1?
Yeah.
0.
That's why.
All right. You're just like, are we still lifting this? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm off a major tangent. I'm just like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
So he
I'm so
jumps
busy
up.
thinking, right, put something on top of the tomb. Oh, right, you've opened it. Okay.
I guess we're not gonna do that
And I'm
anymore.
just like scratching my head, going, who are these people?
He surprises you for just the
You and me
briefest of
both.
moments as he like busts up through there, and he immediately attacks. This guy has 3 different attacks. So he's going to start with Ulrich in front of him, and he'll do 1 on Sven. And Sven looks like a warrior, so he'll do 2 on Sven. So the first attack on Ulrich is a 10, which misses. The last 2... Wow, I am rolling like garbage. 11 and 13, so he's just like, swinging wildly. Lord Soth has risen me, and I will make you pay. The haunted flames of the cataclysm compel me. And it is Janek's turn.
Hit him with the mute button.
I would love to. I'd love to hit him with the mute button. I am gonna sling a firebolt at him.
Okay. Do you have more of those?
It's a cantrip.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a 19 to hit.
Worst. That does hit. Just like, it's like, what was the damage?
17.
Whoa.
That's fire damage.
Dude. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, bursts against him. He's like, who dares strike me? Are you going to move or anything, or are you good?
I am going to use my bonus action to, where is it? So I can use a sorcery point to gain an additional spell slot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
All right. Ulrich, you are up.
All right. So as a bear, I get a multi-attack, and I guess since he was raised by Soth, that means he's an enemy. So I'm going to bite at him, and I'm going to bite him and claw him. So here's the bite attack. And I got a 21.
Yeah, you bite him.
And then that does... Doing the damage for that is going to be 1d6 plus 2. Right. Okay, so that is 6 damage, plus I'm going to go ahead and do my claw attacks as my secondary attack. I get to do 1 bite and 1 claw.
Okay.
And why did it not roll? Clear all. Black. Roll again, claw attack. Okay.
I'm not
A
seeing
total of 15.
15 is not enough. He just brings his sword aside and parries off your claw.
Okay.
Is that it? Are you good?
Yep.
Sven.
You're muted.
Thank you. Can I get around him and get advantage?
Getting up to there, it's difficult terrain, but you can move up there. You're just standing inside the coffin with him.
Does that give me advantage at all, or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, from the bear.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus use my last rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack. A first attack. Why did it just rolled once? What's doing
I'm
that?
seeing 2. I'm seeing 12 and 13. Yeah.
Did any one of those hit?
No. Both of them, you come up behind him, he's like swinging, and he's just moving aside and ducking out of the way. You're trying to find your footing inside this tiny little coffin, trying to get comfortable.
All right. Next attack.
Man, just not good luck. No. He's able to parry off everything you got.
Okay. All righty. That's it for me.
Torgan.
I'm going to channel Divinity and turn on Dead again.
Well, you only get to do that once per short rest, right?
Oh, is it right? Okay. Sorry, it just says that's
Okay.
an action.
Yeah. You just have to have another short rest before you can do it again, I think.
Good. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to commit myself and go up and try and have a go with my hand axe. So I'll probably get to here. Would that be right?
I don't see anything.
So, oh, shit. Let go first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not close enough.
Yeah, that's close. You're kitty quarter to him.
Okay.
And
right.
you're flanked too. You're flanking him from what's his name? Sven.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So you get advantage in your attack.
Sweet. So what we're rolling.
And double check that. Make sure that I'm calling that right. I think it is once per short rest, but
Well, I mean, not going to fight over it. We'll just... So what we're rolling again for attack? Got a hand axe.
you're using a hand axe.
Do you have Sacred Flame?
Nope.
You do?
He has spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
You probably want to get that up.
Was that in the...
Well, let me see. Spiritual weapon.
Oh, is that any weapon?
That's a second level spell of yours.
Oh, I can't do any more spells I've used up. No.
Well, that was first level spells you used up. You still have second and third level spells.
Use your spiritual weapon and get that up.
Oh, right, okay. Hang on.
And you have lesser restoration too.
Apologies then, right. Second level. Oh, right, I haven't used those slots.
So spiritual weapon, which we discovered last game session, you just summon it and it auto attacks on the summoning turn as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So just tell me what square you want it in, and I'll draw a little
I have fluffed up, guys. I have used the wrong... See the guiding bolt? That was the second level then. I deeply apologize for this.
It's okay.
That was the second level, so I'll not do any second level spells because I should have used Sacred Flame or something. The first level, right? I have read this completely
Your
wrong.
Sacred Flame should be a cantrip. And then your spiritual hammer could be a spell that you could slot, and I think you can cast that, at second level?
Yeah, Sacred Flame doesn't take any spell slots to cast at all.
All right, okay. So I use up the second levels. So okay, so we're good then. So I'll use Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, so Spiritual Weapon is a second level spell.
Yep, okay, so I have two of those.
Okay. So where do you want to summon it? What square?
Let's... Where is it? There?
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. So this will be your spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'll just I'll make it
Give
yellow.
it up an F for the... There you go.
Yeah. That's your spiritual weapon. So it appears now you can attack. It's going to be a magical attack. You should be able to just click it right from your...
Okay, yep.
Okay, 15 is not enough. He's able to duck out of the way from it.
This guy, oh boy.
And he's in the close space too, for flip's sake. he's flipping bullet time here.
He's moving around. He's blocking with his sword and parrying.
See if bloody Trundy appears next time.
He's a big bad end guy. I mean, he's tough. So you can. That was a bonus action. So you can still attack if you want to attack.
Right. Okay. So we'll do that then.
So then just hover over your hand axe and click, and it should do the hand axe attack. I'm just not seeing it yet.
No. Oh wait. Is that it? Oh my word! That was shocking.
So that's a slashing damage. I don't see a roll to hit on that. Here, let me see if I can do the roll to hit.
Hang on, nothing's
There, so I just clicked your button for you, and it's 17. Do you want to keep that or roll it for yourself?
No, I'll keep that.
Okay, unfortunately, that is not enough to hit.
That's all right. You know, just still need to figure this out. Sorry,
He's just moving around, just docking and dodging, like screaming out. He's just causing complete chaos. You guys are like, not only is the sound just echoing and just coming blasting right back at you as if someone has the stereo turned up to 11, but you're also seeing this massive undead, you know, sort of pre-cataclysm skeletal knight come back to life thanks to apparently Lord Soth calling on the fires of the cataclysm itself. So yeah, it's a lot to take in. Is there anything else that you can do?
No, that shall be me.
Okay.
Well,
It is Xanis's turn. Xanis calls out as he looks down at the bear. Lord Soth commands Xanis to slay those who would oppose Soth. You must die! And he starts hacking down at the bear. See if my rolls.
Oh, he's going to hit me.
So the first one's a 9. What's your arm class?
Right now it's 11.
So 19, 18, and 24. So 3 attacks with his it's called Enervating Blade. It's 15 hit points each. So 45 damage. It's all necrotic.
Okay.
And if you're a creature, which in this particular case you are, you can't regain hit points until the start of the Skeleton Knight's next turn. So even if someone heals you, it's not going to have any effect until then.
Okay, so just so... Go ahead.
That was it.
Okay, so I want to make sure that, okay, since I'm in beast form, because I now know how beast form is supposed to work, when I get dropped to 0 hit points, I revert back to my normal form. Yeah. And I have my normal hit points. Okay. So do all those attacks hit me while I'm in, is gone, or do I take damage additional on top of that?
Did all 3 of them required to take you down to 0?
I have a total of 19 hit points, so that would have been 2 of the attacks.
Second one. So the third one was a 24 to hit.
That would hit at 15. That would hit.
That hits you, and that's 15 damage to you, necrotic.
15?
Yeah. All the other damage was taken by the bear form.
Okay.
And you cannot regain hit points until the start of the Skeleton Knight's next turn. And he's just screaming out. He clearly doesn't even seem like he wants to be reanimated. He seems upset, and he's only doing this because Soth told him to and is compelling him to somehow. So that's his turn. He doesn't try to move or anything. Janek, you're up.
You know, like a dispel magic or something. We can maybe... It's like he's fighting against his own will, huh?
Well, not so much as he's compelled is all.
Okay.
Like he doesn't want to stop.
There's a flame. There's a flame right there. Fires of the Abyss.
Fire. What you gonna do, Janek?
I will move up, and I'll take a stab at him.
Wow. Are you using your longsword?
I'm going to use a longsword dual attack, so longsword and then short sword.
So the longsword is plus
1. That's a 21 to hit.
A 21 does hit. So you cut into him. The sword just slides right through the Solamnic armor. You pull it back out. What's the damage?
So it's...
Jeez.
I don't know why it rolled 2.
I don't understand.
Oh,
that
I
at
know
all.
why it rolled 2. Okay, that's 2 points on that one. Yeah, I know, that's real.
Right.
real good. Yeah, because it's one-handed,
Gotcha.
so it's the D8.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with my short sword. That's a 26.
Yes, 26 hits. For sure.
And then I get sneak attack damage with this one because I have advantage.
Yep. Man. Just not rolling great.
Not great rolls, but it's something.
13, so that's 30.
So the
I
short
think we
sword
all
is
need to
not
start a religion,
magical.
praying to the gods of the dice.
I'm sorry, what was that,
Make
Janek?
offerings every day.
The long sword was the only magical weapon. The short sword's not a magical weapon.
Right. Okay. So you cut into him, then you slice through with the short sword, and he just takes them both. Just, Solamnia will make you pay! Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. That's all I can do.
Ulrich, you're up.
So he said something about the flames of the abyss, and there's a burning purple fire, right? Like right behind us?
The brazier there, yeah. Above that was a ball of glowing cataclysmic fire that Lord Soth's vision had come and taken, and he used that to animate Lord Solamnia, and that was the source of all of the fires that you guys have seen thus far. So that ball is no longer there, just the brazier with more of that same purple fire emanating.
Gotcha.
That brazier over.
Gotcha. So I'm going to change into a crocodile as
Wow.
my choice at this point, just to give me a little bit more survivability.
Right.
And I am going to step. I can't attack because that shifting form is my action.
Okay.
So I'm going to step away from the creature and go towards the brazier. I know it's probably going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. He rolled a 15.
15, and my crocodile, I believe, is only a 12, so that hits.
Okay, so you take 15 necrotic damage.
15. Okay, I still have 4 left of my crocodile hit points.
Okay.
And I'm going to examine the fire in this thing if there's any way I can do that. But otherwise, my turn is over.
Yeah, as you're looking at it, it does look the same as all of the other fire. Now that ball was taken by Soth, this is just more of the same that you've seen around the entire tomb thus far.
So there's no way I could. There's no heat from it or anything like that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, Sven, you're up. Are you using the axe that you got, or are you using your own?
Two-handed.
I'm going two-handed. I'm not using the one that I just picked up.
Okay.
If I figure out what that is. All right. Same as before. I'm just gonna, until something else different happens, I'm just gonna continue attacking this guy. Uh, 27.
A 27 does hit.
All right. Roll for damage. Keep rolling low though. Add
Yeah,
2
everyone's
to
rolling low today.
with my rage. So I guess that's 10.
8, 9, 10, yes. Okay. So you cut into him. He's just like, Knight Solamnia will make you pay!
All right, next
another?
one. Like hear him go, he's getting hit in the back. Oh, that's gonna do some.
26 hits, for sure.
Oh boy, the rolls will just keep coming, huh? 9.
Man. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Nickel and diamond this guy.
So you cut into him. He pulls his sword and sort of faces you a little bit. Is there anything else you're going to do on your turn?
I think that's it. So
Torgan, you are up.
Right, I'm going to try and think outside the box here a wee minute. Go with me if this could work or not. So we got the impression that this knight's against his will. So would you say that's been...
I want to be clear. That's the impression that you guys said. I said he was being compelled by Lord Soth.
Would that count as an affliction of some sort?
I don't know. You saw Lord Soth take that ball of energy, that cataclysmic fire. It emanated into his mace. He pointed it over at Knight Sarlamir's tomb, and that animated Knight Sarlamir. So this knight doesn't have individual will or desire. All it knows is what it's compelled to do by its creator.
Right. So I was thinking of trying lesser restoration. Okay. You touch a creature and it can end either one disease or one condition inflicting it. The condition could be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Would that?
You know, in your experience, that would have no effect on this.
Right. Just thought I might try something out of the box.
No, I like it. The way
I was thinking, yoink, remove that from you, go back to sleep.
Right.
That was my thinking. Okay,
you're gonna take his mask off. You're gonna realize it was the under caretaker.
It was the caretaker the whole time.
He would have got away with it if
got
it
away
was sticking kids.
with the table.
Except you meddling kids.
Yeah.
Oh well, get some more. Go from a second spurge weapon in. Let's have a crack at that.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's a bonus action, so you might as well have it attack.
Right.
I'm missing Arjan right now. He would be helping Sven just cut this dude down.
I'll go right back in.
I'm trying to help Sven cut this guy down.
Oh, you're doing great.
My
you're all doing
attacks
great.
have been awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just not strong.
Where's the thing to actually... So go over the hand axe, right? But it's just that thing I rolled last time.
Yeah, if you click on the little crossed weapon icon, it should roll it.
But that's
only doing damage. What if you hit the B that pops up? There should be a B.
Yeah, but it doesn't pop up until the second window. That's from having a wee bit of difficulty here.
Okay, do you want me to roll it for you?
I'm in inventory. Am I in the wrong place?
I'd go to actions.
Ah, right, map. Right, okay. Sorry, I'm being daft.
Hover over hand axe and click that B.
Do that then.
Yeah, there you go. 17 to hit. 17 does not hit. Unfortunately, he parries off your blow.
So you have advantage, right?
There, I can hit things now.
You do have advantage. Try to hit it again.
He has advantage, so you can roll again.
Oh, can right? Okay.
And then you take the higher roll.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, 17 was high. But you still have your spiritual weapon out there, so it can attack. It doesn't get advantage, I don't think, but since it's not like a person.
What the heck was that?
Wow, was that a 1?
Yeah.
It just like hits the tomb side. It's not sure. It's like, it's dead. What do you want me to hit? I don't understand. All right, I'll hit the side if you want. Weird choice.
Better luck next time.
Yeah. Anything else? Are you good? Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so Xanis.
Well, if you count that as a turn, or me just sucking my thumb going...
Hey, you gave it a shot. You did what you could. So Xanis calls out, Lord Soth beckons Solamnia to follow him north, back to the place of his dishonor, the place in the northern wastes Soth calls the city of lost names, as he strikes out at Sven. Where is my... All right, Sven, let's see what we got here. Where's his attack button? Jeez. All right, so miss, total miss. You're parrying his blows, and none of them land. Every single one of them. You're just using your axe and you're ducking down, and he's just screaming, Lord Soth, lost land of lost names. Ah!
Is he spitting as he's yelling at me too? I'm like, dude.
Well, it's all like, you're getting like breath of the dead. Like you're just like dust and stuff, but there's no saliva or anything. Anyway, that's his turn. He's just trying to attack you. Janek, you're up.
All right, let's longsword.
Like, finish this guy.
It's like
trying.
Ding, 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 ding,
23 hits.
I think that's hit. 23.
Yeah, that's great.
And then this is going to be the D8 for 3.
What?
I know. And then let's do short sword.
Is that adding the +1 for the sword?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you hit.
All right. And then this is going to have a sneak attack damage on it.
Okay.
Because I have advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
So the short sword, 12, but it's not magical.
That's okay. So you cut into him with both weapons, and he seems to just be compelled to keep moving. He doesn't even seem like, I mean, he's undead, so it's hard to tell whether or not he's hurt or not. But he seems as lithe as he has been this entire time, just moving around, the bones and armor clanking and rattling all at once. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's my turn.
Ulrich, you're up. Crocodile.
Okay, so health-wise, everyone's still pretty good, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I'm down to, I have 23 out of 25 hit points, but that was from when Pann hit me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, let's see. I can now I can heal myself if I need to, right?
In crocodile form, can you?
No, I'm not asking about like in crocodile form, but I'm saying that the curse that he put on me was at the till the end of his turn. He went again, so that means I'm no longer.
Yes.
I just want to make sure
100%.
that ended.
Yes.
Okay, so I can do one of two things. So no one's really injured. So in crocodile form, I have a bite that when it hits, it has a 5-foot reach. So I don't have to actually be adjacent to him to bite him, right?
Well, 5 foot
I can just move up one.
does mean you have to be adjacent because you're 10 away from him now.
No, I'm saying if I move up one square, I'm now 5 feet away from him, and I have a reach of 5 feet, right?
No, because each square is 5 feet, so that's the 5-foot mark. Like that's the
So you're
5-foot
saying
reach
that
is
the-
melee range.
So
You'd
what you're
have to be
saying
next
is,
to him.
so they added the term 5-foot reach added to the bite attack is just basically like means it's a normal attack. There's no reach.
I mean, that's the way I would interpret it. I don't like that's a sword attack, 5-foot reach.
Yeah, but it actually says like when I'm in bear form, it doesn't actually say I have a reach of 5 feet. That's why I said it was. I was assuming that it meant I have further reach. But if I
mean,
don't,
you would have to have
that's
a
fine.
10-foot. Yeah, I don't. That's weird wording. I'm not entirely sure. I
Yeah,
would
well, then he's
rule
not
it
gonna do
as
that.
just being, you have to be 5 feet away from, like, in the next 5-foot square to hit him.
So you have to be adjacent to him.
Yeah.
You don't have a reach. You're just 5 feet. You have to be adjacent to him to touch
Yeah,
him.
I'm looking
Okay.
at the reach.
Well,
right
if you
I
now.
think like the middle of the square to the middle of the square, that's 5 feet.
I get you. I'm just going to go with that, and that's fine. I'm just going to go, okay, so I can't reach. I'm not going to attack him. I'll switch it back into my form, and I'll heal myself with a, let's see. I will do a 2nd level Cure Light Wounds on myself.
This is interesting because when the reach definition is the weapon adds 5 feet to your reach when you attack with it. So like a halberd has 5-foot reach. So that seems like it should be a total of 10 feet because you have to be 5 feet away from someone to hit them normally. So yeah, let's just say you attack him. You can bite him if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
You just have to be in that square away. That makes sense in the context of a halberd. And so if that's what it says in reach, and that's the definition of reach, we'll rule it.
Okay.
A 17
So
does
then I'm
not
still in-
hit.
That was my casting my healing. That
Gotcha.
was
Okay.
my healing.
Okay.
So not healing, I guess. So I'm going to attack him with my crocodile form, and I'm going to use bite. And just so I know, what does the grappling do to the creature?
I believe you're restrained if you're grappled.
Okay, so that's what happens if I hit. So let's see if I even hit. So I get +4. So we're doing this. So we got a total. Oh, it probably didn't even hit. So
What was it?
I'm pretty sure I missed. The bite attack was 8.
Oh, yeah, that misses.
Okay.
He
then
leans
I'm done.
back and just sort of knocks the nose away as it's coming at him.
Okay.
Yeah, grapple would be great because it sort of restrains him a bit. I think he has a disadvantage on stuff, but everyone else gets advantage. Okay, so that was Ulrich's turn.
Yep.
Sven.
Let's see if I can do this here. There we go. I'm just going to keep swinging away here. I'm going to attack with advantage. First attack, 24.
Oh, yeah. You like cut into his arm. He's...
All right. Roll for damage. Add the 2 for rage. Oh, there we go.
That's more like it.
That's the type of damage we need.
Is that 17 with the +2?
No, that's 17 without. So
Let me do
it's
math.
check the math. Oh, sorry.
19.
19. So I just want to make sure it's not calculating that because I told it not to. So
6. Okay. That's 90. Not 80.
19 and then
Jeez. Okay. Second.
second attack with advantage. 18.
18 hits.
Roll for damage, add the 2. Come on, big hit. Ooh. 20. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Wait, I rolled a 12 plus a 6. That is 18.
How does he die?
Favorite attack is just right on top of the head. Just splits. Try to work it out. I could just cleave him all the way down. Just one shot.
The skull.
Or actually get the skull to go inside the armor and rattle about.
Oh, what?
You pop the skull, right, and it goes in and it just goes ding 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 ding.
Like a pinball
There you
machine.
go.
So you smack, you crush the skull,
You hear it's like,
goes into the corpse, and it just
He's
collapses
still
down.
talking as I attack him. Is he still talking?
No. No,
This
you
guy.
completely
What a
devastated him.
Okay.
He
All right.
crushes down back into eternal sleep. You guys are out of initiative, and you're standing in this tomb. To the south of you, you notice there's this huge gaping hole where you saw Soth's corpse exit.
oh,
So there's no thing inside the sarcophagus that's useful then.
Well, if you look inside the sarcophagus right now, Sven is standing over it, and there's like remains of a corpse inside of it. But if you move that around, you see inside of his tomb at the very bottom is the distinctive head of a rusty spear, all that remains of his Dragonlance.
Oh, that's touched by the gods.
Yeah.
Doesn't
That's a
look like
holy
it's
relic.
worth much.
You're going to sell a Dragonlance.
I wouldn't sell it. It's priceless.
Um,
My character's going to revert back into normal human form.
Okay.
yeah, let's so that's all was in there, and nothing dropped from this guy or anything.
No. He like shit out a bunch of gems and coins. Was he dying? Ching, 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 ching.
You know what? If video games have taught me anything, yes, that's what happens
That's
when
true.
you beat
Yeah,
people.
you kill a boss, right? Bust
Yeah.
open like a pinata. Okay. I like
Was that Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school.
Do we want to take? Who wants to take the Dragonlance shard or piece or
take it.
whatever? Okay.
Doesn't look very valuable. That's what all
I-
this fuss has been
It's all
about.
rusty.
that is a very very sacred item.
It's awesome.
Many stories are written about Dragonlances. We should definitely keep that sacred and
guess.
close.
Who even knows how to read? That's weird.
She's got a point. She's got a
I
point.
pull up
not
my-
the barbarian could read.
The truth is, like, we know what a Dragonlance is, but in this world, none have been seen for 1,000 years. So anyone who even knows the legend of them, it would be a fable, like dragons being alive, or I mean, like that stuff is myth. The fact that you have a shard
I
of
mean,
it
like dragons happened in we haven't seen dragons since the Cataclysm, right? So
1,000 years ago. The Cataclysm was only 300 years ago. It's been a long
okay.
time. I mean, you guys saw a Dragonel, which is a small sort of cousin to dragons, but that's it. You've never seen a dragon.
Something tells
Well,
me.
So the question is,
Well,
our characters wouldn't know what that is, so there wouldn't be any compulsion.
Give me a history check.
Right. That's
Do
what
we get
that's what I'm trying to
advantage
figure.
Yeah,
if
because
we're proficient?
yes, and the fact that the knight told you the Dragonlance was used by Sarlamir to kill Caravarix, the gold dragon.
Oh, dear.
I got 11.
Okay.
I mean-
12. Those are pretty low numbers. You guys, the fact is it was a real thing at one point. At least people believed it was a real thing. She told you need to redeem this weapon or restore it somehow. And she told you where it was. So the fact that, one, she tells you it's it's a thing, it's not a fable. She told you where it was, and it was there, and now you have physical evidence of it. You're pretty sure that this could have been like an ancient holy relic at one point.
So is
Looks
anyone
like a
going
rusty
to lift it, or
spirit
do you want
to
me to?
me.
Well, I have the relic.
You lifted it, right? Okay.
If you know what it is.
I cast Good Berry.
Okay.
And please take these berries. Anyone who is injured, this will heal you. And I cast 10. I have 10 good berries in my hand. They'll give you 1 hit point for each good berry you consume, and fully sustain you for a day's worth of food.
Who
I'm
takes
good.
1 or 2 or what?
I'm good.
Okay. So
I need some. I'll take.
Okay.
I'll take a handful. I'll take like 5.
Okay.
So you see that opening to the south, and you know what was behind you.
Do we approach?
Yes. I guess we're doing it.
Okay. I love the trepidation. You're like, fuck.
Are we just gonna leave Pann's body in the tomb? We're not gonna go like take care of that.
Well, as you glance out this hole, you see it's in the middle of the cliff that sustains the actual castle. So you couldn't get down this if you wanted to. You would have to like really have some great climbing skills in order to get down this
I
chute.
do have some great climbing skills. Thank
So
you.
you could get down this. Everyone else will just fall behind you. So you can either go back the way you came, or you can try to scale down, but you don't see any evidence. You're looking down upon the city of Kalaman right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, the sun is starting to set. You guys have been embroiled in all of this madness for quite some time, and you don't see any Death Knight or soldiers or Solamnic Knights or anything. It's just the city that seems to be as empty as it was when you first got back into town, due to the military forces having left. I can't believe this. Wow. I had planned out stressfully so much more because I didn't know this was going to take this long. I'm glad that we don't have to do the stuff I planned out, but this took a long time.
Did you guys want to investigate a little bit more in here, see if there's any valuables?
Well, we promised that we wouldn't disturb anything else. We did disturb this grave because of the guy inside. So
I'm kind of curious of what's going on in these 2 areas where they had the special doors.
Yeah, I would say.
Well, this is where you got the axe.
The axe.
Yeah, and this had the medallion in it, holy medallion.
Well, we can go get the medallion and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Okay. We don't need to gloss over it or anything. I mean, you can pick up the medallion. It's a holy medallion of Reorx. The only person that it would really benefit at all or would hold any reverence for it is Torgan.
The cleric.
Yeah, because that's his god.
Okay.
Suppose I'll grab it on the way back.
But ultimately, remember, Darrett and his forces, they were hours behind you. And you guys had gone ahead to Kalaman in order to let them know about what happened at Still Springs. And you realize everyone's dead now. The entire governing body of the city has been killed by Lord Soth and his minions. Lord Soth came down and stole Cataclysm Fire. You guys have a shard of a Dragonlance. Like, you know the forces are going to be coming back into town, so... I mean, you need to meet up with them at some point, right?
Yeah.
We need to prepare.
Yep. I need to go and get my traveling gear anyway.
Yeah, you do. You're like, I left all my stuff.
Pajamas. It's like I have some pajamas. Somebody knocked the door. Oh, by the way, you're going in the crusty tomb to fight on dead things. Oh, okay.
He's been wearing like Pokemon onesies.
Yeah.
Can we find somebody to identify any of the magic items that we picked up?
So you guys do know in the town there is a magical shop. Magic user runs it, but we need to deal with you guys getting, once you get back to the top where you found the entrance into this room, you actually see that the guards had come in investigating and they've started to clean up the area. And as soon as you get to that main council room, you see Darrett and Marshal Vendry bust in the door looking around like, what has happened here? What is the meaning of this?
Darrett, Marshal Vendry, so good to see you. we've had an incursion with some Death Knights, I think. Lord Soth, the Death Knight from Dagger Keep, has invaded the keep and killed all the leadership. And worst of all, he's stolen something from the keep, beneath the keep. It's some holy relic of some sort of fire, something that he's not meant to have.
I don't understand anything you're saying. I thought you were dead. I don't understand. We got a message from Wheelwatch Outpost that it was finally taken, but you were in a coma. Most of the troops that we sent down there were murdered. Who the hell is this dwarf? And she's like pointing at you, Sven.
He's a valiant warrior, a very, very trustworthy friend that I've just met.
And who's this young waif? She points at Janek.
Excuse me.
A spellcaster and a very skilled swords person.
Derek's like, whoa, okay, look, Marshal Vendry, please, we need to understand what exactly happened here. How did the council die? Who killed them?
Who killed him? I was not here. I only saw the carnage.
The body's still there, isn't it?
No, they started cleaning it up. The guards did. That's how they know, because the guards reported to them that the entire city council has been murdered. And all they know is you, who they don't know, have come out of the council room.
So they didn't notice the body of the Islamic knight.
The Knight of Solamnia? Yeah.
The dead knights out in front and stuff.
The dead knights out in front
knights
are just dead. They don't know that they were undead at all. The only one that could say whether they were undead is you guys.
And the fact that they were empty suits of armor.
Yeah, I mean, there's magic, you know.
Yeah. I wasn't there for that, so all I can say is... I
just go take a leak, because I wasn't there, so...
No, all I can say is I woke from my slumber. Cheslov had given me a vision, and that I had to come down into the basement of this keep to investigate something. There was something evil happening. When I got there, these three were already there. They said that they lost a friend in the catacombs below. It's a burial chamber of Solamnic Knights. All I know is that when I got to this keep, or got into this chamber, everyone was already dead.
So Marshal Vendry is clearly beside herself. All she knows is she just went through some insanity against Dragon Army soldiers. She came back to her town that it is her job to protect, and the entire council was murdered while she was gone. And she is trying her best, and she doesn't even know most of you people who are in the castle. And so she calls the guards, "Guards, get in here! Every single one of you is under arrest. You will stay in the chambers above where you've been staying the entire time, Ulrich, under guard, until I can figure out what exactly is going on here." And Dara's like, okay, we just need to calm down. Everyone needs to calm down.
We have the scroll.
What scroll is that?
Oh, there's a scroll? My character didn't see it.
Pann had it.
Did you guys bring Pann?
I was going to take Pann out. So
so you guys are carrying his corpse up.
His little body.
For sure.
It's got to be here somewhere. Pann had it.
So you search and you can find it. It's probably in one of his pouches, one of his many pouches.
Right.
You hand it over. She reads it, and you see the blood just drain from her face.
That's who killed the council.
Paladine,
we stopped them.
us.
Wow. We killed the person that killed them.
Stopped
I guess
him.
we didn't.
You
really
killed Lord
stop
Soth?
No, one of his lieutenants. Lord Soth, unfortunately, has escaped.
She rolls up the parchment. I need to think about this. The city needs to understand they're already in arms with the council being rumors spreading. I still think you should go upstairs and stay within the safety of the castle until we can understand exactly what's going on. No one has ever been in the chambers that you've claimed you've come from. We need to investigate that. Darrett, take them upstairs, find out everything they know, and we will convene in the morning.
Don't touch anything in the chambers.
Do not disturb the corpses.
Understood. If everything is the way you said, thank you. and I hope you are right. We need to deal with this. Gods, follow me! And she marches off down the hall where you guys came from.
Turn to Sven and be like, doesn't seem like this place is going to be pretty safe if the entire council died.
To be fair, it was Lord Soth. I mean, he's as big a baddie as it comes.
I mean, he can just point at you and kill you.
Yeah,
so.
you can just say
Fair,
die
fair,
and you
fair,
die.
fair.
So,
I'm just saying.
but it's a very fair portrayal.
He's
So
right.
basically, Darren's walking up. He's like, I do apologize about this, but I can't let you leave the castle until we get to the bottom of this. It shouldn't take more than a few hours, and it looks like you could use some rest and healing anyway. We could get you some food, and you could recuperate and sleep in some warm beds. Please don't make this difficult on me.
Darren,
Can you arrange? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Darren, I have complete trust in you, and I know that you will do what's best. We will comply with your requests, but we want to show you some things that we found in the catacombs I think you should know about.
You see like people moving and taking corpses away and cleaning teams, and he's like, should we do this here, or would you like to do that upstairs?
No, let's go upstairs. I think it's best that you know what's happening, and then you can give that information to Marshal Vendry.
Very well.
Could you make arrangements for our friend to be laid to rest? He was very brave.
I had fought with this Kender at the Battle of Steel Springs, and he was instrumental to us escaping with our lives from the Dragon Army. I will do everything I can to include him in the burial ceremonies that the government is going to be holding later this evening.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry.
You see in his hand, he's holding a. You see in the Kender's hand, he's now holding a flute. In his dead hand.
Yeah, he's sort of remembering a comment from like back at Steel Springs, and he just sort of smiles to himself. We should get upstairs. So you go up, you're upstairs, and he takes his helmet off. He puts it down. You can see sweat and worry and days of funk being on the trail with his army, coming back from Steel Springs. He's exhausted. He sits down. Please tell me. Give me some good news. What's happened? What caused all of this?
I look over to shoot. What was your name?
It's
Colin,
Torgan, Janek.
Torgan. Do you Torgan? Can you relay the story that you heard from the Lady Knight?
Kind of back. Lord Soth broke into the catacomb, stole the fire of the catacombs, stole the fire of the cataclysm, raised one of his lieutenants, and escaped. He's now planning his next assault. He just wants to bring utter destruction to the world.
So you guys, I just want to make sure that you guys heard when Solamnia was calling stuff out. Do you remember what he was saying?
Solamnia, what is it? Zana Solamnia?
Yeah, do you remember what he was saying?
Something about go to the north?
Yeah. So he was saying that Lord Soth was headed to the north to a place called the City of Lost Names in Northern Wastes. Now, the Northern Wastes, I can show you guys on the map here. So these, oh, I thought I moved over there. Come on, go to it. So these are the Northern Wastes. Kalaman, the city that you're in right now, is right here. The Northern Wastes is this entire region north of this massive river right here, the Vingard River. And again, it is just a barren wasteland. No one really goes there. It's not habitable at all. It's just sort of a nightmare area. And so when you bring up the idea that Lord Soth was going to the Northern Waste to look for the City of Lost Names, just a blank stare. Like, he has no idea what you're talking about. He's never heard of the City of Lost Names. He doesn't know anything in the Northern Wastes. I mean, it's like going to Death Valley and like crawling around for ruins. Like, that's ridiculous. Who would do that?
Well, the thing that we know for certain from a dead Lady Knight who a spirit spoke to us said that there was a Vanis Salamar, who was a knight who died and was laid to rest in honors but he died dishonorably. And he also used a dragonlance to slay a golden dragon, which we believe maybe, and I look over at Sven, maybe this piece, and I basically point to Sven if he would pull out the dragonlance shard.
Derek like holds up his hand, like, wait
I reach in, I grab it.
He's like, this rusted spear is supposed to be a piece of a dragonlance? The dragonlances aren't even real. They're as real as dragons. This is ridiculous. I love the story of Huma, who banished the Queen of Darkness with dragons, with the dragonlance, but...
So I stop him in the middle of conversation. Do you have anybody that can at least look at this and see if it matches?
Matches what? Like, there hasn't been a sighting of a dragonlance since 1,000 years ago, if ever.
But my friend, 2 weeks ago, did you believe the gods were back?
I would put my life in your hands, and I trust your judgment more than anyone else. You have done more for Vogler and for Kalaman than anyone that I know of. I will take your word on faith, but I have a hard time believing this.
I understand. Take your time with it. But I believe that Lord Soth is looking for this city of lost names for a nefarious reason, and we must find out what it is. And being kept here too long might give him an advantage. I know you'll do your best, but just know, my friend, we've been through so much. We must trust in the gods, and Cheslov is telling me there's something out there that if Soth finds it and is not stopped, it will be nothing but pain and suffering for the people of Kalaman and the survivors of Vogler.
I think that is a great place to end today's session. You all are going to be able to have a long rest and recuperate, and if you want to like heal yourselves up all the way, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. That is where we're going to leave this episode. So, thank you everyone for joining us. That is going to do it for this 9th episode of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen live play episode. I would like to thank the members, the players, for joining me and making this an entertaining session. For those of you watching, what do you think of this adventure thus far? What do you think of Lord Soth being brought into this? Dragonlances are finally here, the namesake of this campaign setting. And what the hell is the City of Lost Names? Well, that is what this campaign is going to reveal ultimately. You can always email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. My fantastic players today, is there anything you want to tell everyone about, what you got going on, where they can find you on social media or anything? Anyone?
Anyone else? Okay, just me then. If you happen to like horror in all its forms, especially cheesy horror movies with boobies, go on over to the Horrific podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We talk at least 30% boobies on the channel, so if you like that,
solid 30%.
get on over.
We meet our quota every week.
You're going to get me into trouble.
Nah, it was a good time. All right, well, this channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of the DragonLance Saga. Thank you all so much for joining that celebration. Until next time, so long, Javar.